Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, bitches of all ages, I don't care about the fact that I could get demonetized for using the word bitch. I don't have enough clout to have to worry about monetization anyway. And I was not given my promised share of the gulag. So I am pissed. Especially because the Royal Rumble is in enemy territory this year. That's right, boys and girls. The Royal Rumble is in Saudi Arabia. The promised land of goats. And not the good kind. But we're going to cover it anyway. Because I'm mentally handicapped, and so are my colleagues. Starting off, the yin to my yang, the Reshiram to my Zekrom, the mouse to my Ash, the one, the only, Mr. Pika.
Wow, for the first time in a long time, you actually introduced me second. Like, I actually feel honored for what's... Holy crap. And two, only speak for yourself when you blab that idiocy to the audience. Like, you're the only one that's probably handicapped here. We're perfectly sane individuals. So
we are perfectly sane individuals who are giving money to the Saudis so that we can watch their show.
Bro.
Correct.
Bro, you don't want the audience to know what we were talking about prior to the show. Like, we were talking about money laundering, and we were talking about like how, like, there's a certain type of people that are just destroying the world, the most out of every. I'm just gonna stop right there.
Yeah, and it's even worse depending on what area you're in.
Yeah, because if you're in Saudi,
it's especially bad if you are located in the place where the mayor's name is Mamdani.
Yeah, it's like, if you're in Saudi Arabia, then it's the Saudis. If you're in Minnesota, it's the Somalis. If you're basically anywhere else in America, you know what the answer is. Actually, I would say the world at this point. Like, what the fuck? But yeah.
Second, I'm gonna save the best for last. But second, we have our very own resident silent protagonist, who is always here, always cheering on the squad, always keeping spirits high, and his lungs even higher from all the drugs. So,
I like how your mic kind of peaked there, so Sora doesn't even know you said their name.
Fear Squad, I haven't heard that since, I don't know, Chris Masters?
Not the masterpiece, or as some people like call him,
Master Lock. Are you gonna throw a tree into a building too?
Oh, but
Sora does not know that story.
Sleep deprived, but arrived. Here I am.
Chris Masters is so scary. He once threw a tree into a house to save his mother from a burning building.
So he basically pulled a live tree from its fucking stump, launched the shit through the house, and it actually saved people. Like, he was actually like Clark Kent, Superman type of shit. Like, that's basically what happened, right?
As the legends go.
That's what the legend tells.
Which is why that Master Lock is as legit as they come.
Only legend I mess with is the Legend of Korra.
Yeah, shout out to the Legend of Korra, bro. Because now I'm pushing that agenda now. Good job, Sora. Korra has always just been a better avatar than Aang. Like, let's be completely honest. Like, the reason why I think Aang gets all the love that he does is because he was a part of the last Airbender. And the last Airbender is like a lot of people's favorite, like, Avatar series. But if we're really thinking about it, it's like, we got Aang on one side and we got Korra on the other side. You're telling me Aang's winning that fight? Like even as an adult, he's losing in every scenario. Yeah, but Pico, what about the Avatar state? Okay. Yeah, he beats Core when he goes to the Avatar state, but what about Core goes to the Avatar state? GG's. Like, what are we talking about here?
Didn't Korra Loki destroy bits of stuff?
Yeah, she destroyed like literally everything, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's like that's the point I'm trying to mention here. I'm saying like she's a destructive force of nature, you know. Well, Aang is like, you know, like I get it, like a monk, a pacifist, this and that, but it's like, and he's
More
very skilled.
destructive than Stephanie? Fakir?
She hasn't been doing a lot of destruction lately. I hate to say, like,
And you're
no
right,
offense.
but
Yeah, I'll give that shit to Raquel currently right now. But with that being said, though,
True.
who's our
And last and certainly not least, we have worked together for a long time, and now our channels are officially collaborators. This is fantastic news for me and for the greatest small-time interviewer in YouTube history, Mr. Petey's awesome guest panel.
Thank you for having me, Silver, and thank you for the lovely words you said. And best, saving the best for last, man. That's a high regard. Thank you, man. And also, it's a pleasure doing the collaboration. I'm very excited for the future. And not only am I excited for our future collaboration, I'm also excited for tonight's prediction show.
Wait, Silver. I just took it in. So you're telling me Pete spun the wheel and he made the deal?
He
When you're
spun the wheel. He spun the joystick on his brand new four stick pad that he's got there.
Oh my god.
Nice. And let me say this too, Pika. Like, for someone that I've known for a good decade now, it's fair to say. Is it fair to say that we are war buddies now, Silver?
Oh hell yeah!
Of course. Even I can say that.
I do anything to help a brother out. That's first of all. Second of all, going back for 10 years, I've known Silver. I trust him for a long time to do this collaboration, and I, for one, am looking forward to the future. 2026 is going to bring a lot of positive things for everyone around us.
Well, I got a question before we even move on because we got to set some ground rules on this. There's no fine print in the contract, right? So, like,
what do you mean by fine print?
Like basically,
what are you worried about?
I'm scared that you made Pete sign a soul to Silver 20. Like you didn't make him just like.
Oh God, nobody saw.
Well, I mean, not for nothing, but we're also selling our souls to Petey's awesome guest panel. So if one ship goes down, the other goes down with it. So let's try not to make that future a reality, shall we?
No, but the thing is, we know we're more of a toxic partners than him. Because everything in his channel.
Here's the thing, though.
But we also know how to behave when we're on his channel.
Not only
Dan
that,
Southworth interview proved that.
Yeah, not only that, Pika, not to interrupt though, but I'm just saying, like, it's first of all, there's no contract, and here's the thing though, if anybody, like I said, anyone finds offensive with this stuff though, I'll still like continue doing. It's not gonna stop me from doing what I'm doing though. It's like I'm not gonna let it get me down, you know.
Right. No. I was just making like a satirical joke in the sense where like if anybody who watches Pete's wholesome content just all of a sudden is like, oh, what's the Silver 20 stuff, and they go to our channel and then they realize, oh, these guys are like rated R. Like, what the hell? Like that is gonna be a funny reality.
I think you guys did a great job though when you guys were on the show with Dan Southworth.
Of course, because I have high respect for that man, and hopefully he sees this in a good manner.
If he sees this,
yeah, no, I already know what he's
doing. It'll be a miracle Pete gets around too.
No, it'll be a miracle we get around to, and it will be like, so you're telling me that Pika guy, that Silver guy, talked this much, but they couldn't give me all these things when we were doing the interview.
Wait,
you mean to tell me this Klaus guy is not a timid little mouse?
Oh God, he doesn't even know what.
Wasn't that the name you went by for the interview?
Yeah, Pika, what name?
Yeah, of course. That's my alias.
Klaus, right?
Yeah, Klaus. Yeah, Klaus Ruler case. Yeah.
Think of the fish from American Dad every time I hear the name Klaus.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
Good morning, USA.
He's one of my favorite characters. I like Klaus.
Oh yeah. Wait, Klaus is
no, that's Dan. That's Dan. Good morning, USA.
Klaus is the fish.
That's American
No.
Dad.
Oh, Klaus is the fish. No, yeah, okay, Klaus. Okay,
Yeah,
it's been so
Klaus
long
is
since
the
I watched
fish.
it. No. So, no, the intro, Silver. Good morning, USA.
Yeah, that's
Na, na, na,
Stan
na.
who sings that. The father.
The sun in the sky has a
Yeah,
sun in
fire
its
in the
face.
face, sounding a salute to the American race.
Oh, boys,
Yeah.
what you
We
say?
say good
Boy.
morning. Wait, did that show get canceled or does it still go on to today?
Still on.
Really?
It's still on.
Yo, hold on, that show's still going on, but then they canceled the Cleveland show?
Yeah, Cleveland show was canceled after 4 seasons.
Wow.
I still remember
Yeah.
too. 2009 to 2013 was their original run.
Okay, so cool. Okay, I want to talk about this real quick, actually. So original runs that we're talking about here. So Family Guy, what was Family Guy's original run?
Family Guy is from 1999 to current. Well, actually, no.
No.
1999 to 2002. They got canceled in 2002.
Okay, and then that encompassed how many seasons?
I'm sorry?
How many seasons was that, like in total?
That was
Like,
3. That was 3.
okay, so that's good to know. So that's all I need to watch again. Because I was thinking about really watching Family Guy again, especially with Sora. But I'm like, is it actually 3 seasons? So I can actually like pair it up with SpongeBob. But, like,
See, they're the best ones. The 3 of the best season. In fact, there was one episode that hit very hard though. I don't know if you gentlemen saw it. It was the one where Brian got arrested and he had to do community service and he worked for a woman named Pearl. And this.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Yeah, that episode, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil it for Sora. But like in that, there was like a musical moment.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. So that was a very sad one. But what's funny, and not funny, but what's interesting about it is, do you know there was 2 different versions of that song, Pete?
I do. Yeah, there was one edited and there was unedited. But that was.
Which one did you see first, the edited or the unedited?
Didn't they put the edited version first and then they add the unedited?
I think so, yeah, because I'm assuming it was too close to that time frame where that event happened, right? Where that's why they edited the episode.
That event happened, I think that episode aired in January. Yeah, that was like after it happened.
Yeah. No, that episode made me sad though, because like I don't want to spoil it for you, but like yeah, it's one of those episodes.
I cried. It was like one of those cartoon episodes where you just can't help but cry, man. It was like that one, the episode where Homer sees his mother with in the car. You see that?
Oh yeah, and then that's the last time he ever sees his mom, right?
Yeah.
Did you see the episode, by the way, Pika?
Yeah.
You're not. I mean, it's big in Canada, but hockey.
Yeah.
Did you see the Simpsons episode with hockey where Bart was
Of
in the
course.
hospital? Remember
Of course.
where they had like the flashbacks and baby Lisa dropped her ice cream and then Bart gave him his ice cream?
Right.
That scene is like one of those scenes where you feel that scene. Like I felt that.
No, but like going back to that Homer meeting his mom thing, I actually legitimately think that was the actual saddest thing that ever happened in Simpsons. Like I don't think that. Like I think that might like peak it because like I think anything else that happened that was sad, I feel like they rectified it with like future like cameo or something. But like I low key think like his mom is gone. Like I don't think she's even alive anymore. Even though they left it like very like ambiguous, but it's like no.
Silver,
you're like, what were
go
you saying? No, I'm done.
I was gonna say, Silver. There was a joke in there that I think you and Silver would appreciate. You, Pika, and Sora though. And that was,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Me and Sora, yes.
Yeah, that's what I meant. There was a scene where Mr. Burns comes in with the army tanks and they're playing like the Ride of Valkyrie and then it got cut off with Waterloo by ABBA and then you hear Smithers say, "I'm sorry, sir, I must have taped over that." Sorry, sir, I must have taped over that.
That was funny as fuck.
He would tape over a goat song with a shit song.
Okay, speaking of songs, this will be the last portion of the cartoon part. I think legitimately the best music number, and it fits perfectly because it is a line, and like because I was refraining to saying this, but now I'm going to say it. Remember that one episode, P, where like Peter was like in Family Guy was in a really bad situation, and all he needed was a chew.
Yeah, I'm not singing that. I'm not singing that. Yeah, I know we told you, I'm not singing that.
Silver, please tell me you know what I'm referencing.
Say it one more time.
Silver, it's a parody of the song from Pinocchio, "When You Wish Upon a Star."
When you wish upon a star, yup. But then instead of wishing upon a star, what was it insinuating? Like about singing a song, Pete?
I can't say it. I'm too. I don't.
Okay, so we're saving that for the after show then, I guess. Oh, I got so over that shit. Oh my god.
Let's just say that
He's gonna be going to Disney in 6 months. Cut him some slack.
No, but if I tell you how funny that song is, like it's actually like a masterpiece. But the thing is, like the connotation of it,
it's
like
very let's just say nowadays it's very
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it would have got like the show canceled if it played nowadays. Sadly. Yeah.
When
Hopefully, like
you
my
wish upon my
no.
Actually, you know what, Silver? Just look it up. Look up that episode, and you'll.
No. You want me to do is I'm gonna find that musical note at the end of the thing, and then I'm just gonna show y'all. It will be like the last thing I show you before all y'all bounce out. But with that being said,
you can make it the intro song. Fuck it.
Oh no. Oh, if you do that.
Oh, the outro.
If we do any of those, yeah, what are you gonna say, Pete?
Oh, Pika, before we start though, you know what my lovely lady surprised me with?
Oh, what? What did the mystery surprise?
I was alluding to that.
Yeah, well,
when I mentioned the 4 joysticks.
Well, my parents surprised me with the old school like Simpsons arcade for my birthday.
Yeah,
like the actual huge one, and then my lovely lady surprised me with the original and fully working, functional Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, and Crystal versions.
Oh, wait, question.
And green version.
Green version, the Japanese game.
So now the question I have is like, have you ever played those games like in its entirety back in the day?
I did, yeah. I played everything except Crystal. I stopped at Silver and Gold.
Green.
Well, green's okay. Come on, you put too much on that green. That green is literally just like another version of like basically we got blue and they got green. There's no like difference aside from like the Venusaur being the mascot from one and like come on.
There's actually a little more of a difference than that.
Oh, tell us, enlighten us. The floor is yours. What's the difference between like green and red? Green and blue.
Blue had some quality of life / glitch fixes that weren't in green.
Okay. So wait.
What specific changes there were, I couldn't tell you, but I know that they played slightly differently, red and blue versus red and green, and then yellow came out. Blue came out after red and green. It was like an updated version, and then yellow came out after that in celebration of the anime.
Right.
And that became like the third version, and then gold, silver, crystal came out, and the rest is history.
So crystal, yeah, that's the one I want you to play heavy up. That's actually what, if I want to actually say, and Silver can agree with me or not, the best Game Boy Pokemon game ever, like for the base Game Boy.
Okay.
Like, do you disagree, Silver, or no?
Well, it's either that or yellow.
I low-key think it's better than yellow. The fact that you travel 2 regions in that shit, like in the content of it, like it's way much more worth it.
Well, I mean, obviously in terms of how much content is in the game, but
and I believe because yellow,
yellow had the partner Pikachu that followed you around.
No, I know, but like, what's it? Did they actually have the Pokemon in color? Like were they like detailed? But they were more stylistic and detailed.
Obviously the details are better in Crystal because it's more advanced
cartridge.
Oh
no, I know what the difference is. They both had color, but Crystal was when they
Crystal had the animated sprites.
Exactly. So yellow's pointless in my eyes because of that shit. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's what makes
by that logic, Gen 2 is pointless because Gen 3 exists. Gen 3 is pointless because Gen 4 exists, so on and so forth.
Not really. Gen 2 is important because Heart Gold Soul Silver exists. And Emerald's literally the best Pokemon game of all time. Platinum's probably like the 3rd best Pokemon game of all time. Actually, then what would I actually put in that 2nd spot? Black 2? White 2?
No, but your point is basically once advancements happen between one gen and another, the gen before it.
Yeah, basically.
It's pointless compared to what comes after. So like
it is.
Keep that energy for each generation then.
I am. Definitely. Like, there isn't one like old version that I appreciate more than the other. Because if you even look at it, like I don't mess with red and blue. I love yellow. I don't mess with gold and silver. I mess with crystal. I don't mess with Ruby and Sapphire, even though it's phenomenal games in my books. But way better base games, by the way, than Diamond and Pearl. And but Emerald's, better. And then fucking Diamond Pearl, I wish they never existed because Platinum exists.
How about
Basically.
I know it's basically a reboot, but how about Fire Red and Leaf Green?
Fire Red and Leaf Green is the definitive Kanto in my experience.
Did you like it?
I agree with that.
I love it. It's in my top 5 best Pokemon games.
Cool.
Like I'll put it probably at number 5.
It's in my top 10.
Yeah.
It's not.
Because I really
can't mess
with the. Yeah, I can't really mess with them. Because the things I lump Black and White and Black and White 2 together. Like that's just like that. Basically, like it's the one's like story A and the other one's story B. They're basically like one big game split in like 2. So like that. So I put all that in one, and then Crystal's cool, but like Heart Gold Soul Silver, so it pushes those down. And Emerald's the best because it has the fucking Battle Frontier. That's the one you never played, right, P? The one that has the Emerald, like Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald.
I've only played up to honestly Gold, Silver, and I played Fire Red.
If you like Fire Red a lot, you're gonna love Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. I don't know how like you would get those because they're pricey as hell nowadays. But you could probably get like a used copy, maybe that it's like cheaper, like probably like $30 maybe, or maybe even less than that. I don't know.
Yeah, that or download an emulator and ROM.
Well, the thing is, what were you gonna say, Pete?
I was gonna say, do you guys remember like there was a 2007 role playing like Pokemon game? It's called Pokemon Crater, and then later on it came out years later called Pokemon Vortex. You guys ever played that?
I feel like those names are familiar. Like I know what you're talking about, but it's been so long.
I think they're fan games.
Yeah, that's what
they're online role play.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, they're not official games.
Yeah, I think no. Silver. Like I want to mention this because I don't know if you heard the name before, because maybe it was something like that was a niche thing. But do you remember something called Pokemon Creator?
Yeah, but I don't think that was an official release.
We're not talking about official now because we're talking about like the online thing. So like that was like the first MMO like Pokemon thing I ever played in my life before even Pokemon MMO existed. So it's like I think that's what Pete's kind of talking about. Like those it was like online expansions of like games that already existed. But with that being said, that's enough of the geek and nerd talk. What are we doing today, Silver?
Well, like I said, we are doing Royal Rumble Saudi edition from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, in the King Abdullah Financial District.
Oh, I thought you said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Arena. I was about to lose my shit.
King Abdullah Akbar Financial District.
Oh no, Prince Abdullah.
Prince Ali
Al-Abdullah. Oh my god.
Prince Sammy.
Prince Sammy
Zainami Alibaba.
No, but okay, so what kills me about Sammy before we even get the show? I can't name a wrestler that has 3 hometowns, bro. This guy is fucking goated, bro. like he will literally go to Montreal, be the greatest guy ever. He would literally go to France, be the greatest guy ever. He can and then literally go to Saudi and just literally be like a messiah to them. Like what the fuck?
You know what the saddest part about that is? Even though you're right.
Yeah. What's that?
He's such a goat that he's going to the exact right place because he's gonna get fucked like a goat.
Oh my
Saudi Arabia.
Wait, hold on. Are we transitioning to that, or did we do like from bottom top? Because I saw the match that's all the way at the bottom, and I think that's the one I probably know about the most, and I'm assuming that's the one you know about the most too, Silver. So, do we go in that order, or do we actually do the championship one first?
We can do it either way. I mean, it would have been a nice segue if we went from what I said to the title match.
No, because this is the thing.
It's probably the least important of the 4 matches. And I say that with it being for the undisputed WWE Championship.
That is an interesting take right there. Because I'm thinking in my mind, it's like I have more to talk about the other match, but
I think we all have more to talk about with the other match.
All right, shit. Then championship match. Wait, hold on. What do we think is opening the show? Like, that's what
Oh. Well, one of two matches is opening the show. It's either going to be the Women's Rumble match or it's going to be the not title match. That's a singles match.
No, but okay. So the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is like what I noticed about these shows, they don't start with the big matches. And what I mean the big matches, like Survivor Series, for example, they didn't start with the women's Survivor Series match or the men's Survivor Series match. They just started with, and then right after they did like. So I think they're probably gonna do the same thing with the men's and the women's Rumble, where it's not gonna open the show and it's gonna be the.
So you think they're going to do
Yeah.
match 4 and then match 2 and then 3 and then 1?
Yeah. I think that's yeah. So it really just comes up like whether it's the non-title match or the title match that's opening. So are we really gonna say the title match is opening the show then? Or not?
No, probably not. Just because
so
it's
the
the
non-title
match.
So the non-title match is starting the show.
Most likely.
Yeah. Fuck man.
But the sad part is either way, if what I'm thinking is going to end up happening, no matter what match they start the show with, the fans are not going to start the show happy.
One is more practical than the other, which is why I think it's not like the same, like, you know, because one is like you're kind of setting up the fans for disappointment. The other one, it's like there's a lot to where, you know, that motherfucker can actually win, and you can actually look at it vice versa from both ends. Because I'm like I don't want to go too deep into it, but like the one that, like, you know, obviously is the career threatening match, right? They could, like, you know, literally swerve us and then, like, you know what I mean? But it's like I don't know. And then the other one is like it's literally the guy's like the third hometown. If it was anywhere else but that area, then there's like, yeah, you're probably right. They're not gonna like, but you know they don't want to disappoint the Saudis. You know that shit. And the thing is also there's implications of it because it's like if said individual doesn't, you know, get the job done, then it opens up other avenues for something else to happen, which is like,
Sure.
But we'll get to that when we get to that. So what are we doing, Silver? The title match or the non-title match?
Let's start with the non-title match.
All right. And what's that?
Match that I never thought I'd be saying out loud for the Royal Rumble. AJ Styles.
The phenomenal.
Puts his motherfucking career on the line.
Yep.
Versus the man who retired Goldberg. The man who retired John Cena. The man who, if he wins this, will retire his credibility with the fans. The ring general, Gunther.
Since this is a very controversial match, and I'm assuming this is a match that's going to get a lot of us heated, even like, you know, fathoming the idea of like this match even be actually legitimately happening on the show. You said we have a lot of things to talk about, Silver. What do you have to say about this monstrosity that you just fucking said?
This is a picture perfect. Get Bob Ross on his motherfucking stool. Give him doodle art. Let him draw a masterpiece with mountains and clouds and thunderstorms and fire and brimstone and all that shit. Put it on one image. Let it be booked by Vince McMahon himself, even though he's no longer in charge. Because this is a textbook example of a lose-lose.
Basically.
If AJ Styles loses this match, he retires immediately, and he does not go on to WrestleMania.
And we don't get that retirement tour.
Which is where he should have had a retirement match. If he wins this match, then Gunther is made to look like a goddamn idiot.
And it kind of like basically makes him lose all the credibility, he was actually building ever since he made John Cena tap out.
I mean, it is. It's more recoverable if he loses to AJ than how he lost to Jey Uso, but
no, it's not.
Yeah,
because no, it's not, because I'll tell you the example, and we even had that talk. The equivalent of like what Gunther did at Saturday's main event when he made John Cena tap out on his retirement match is the equivalent of basically when Brock Lesnar broke the streak at WrestleMania 30. And if we do logic here, because we're all like smart-minded individuals here, what the fuck did Brock do like literally after he ended the streak?
Won the title, if I remember correctly.
And was the man like losing anything?
No.
Was the man having competitive matches with anybody?
He destroyed
very few.
He like literally he was on a tear, and he was like on a like, you know what I mean? And like that was the right choice, because clearly when you end the streak, you gotta strap the rocket ship and make this guy just basically as no pun intended, the final boss of WWE. And the sad part about Gunther's character is he didn't even need all this. Because when you really think about Gunther's character and you do a deep dive, you do realize like he kind of peaked with his IC title reign in WWE.
Yeah.
Because when you look at that version of Gunther, it's like literally the best version. Man has a match with anybody. It's a classic. Man will literally say what he's gonna do and back it up. Man will never cheat to win, because he himself will call himself a hypocrite, because in those rings, the ring is sacred to him. So using nefarious manner and this and that is like well past his character. So when we got like a dude that's literally like like low blowing people, raking people in the eye, tapping out to AJ allegedly on Raw, and the referee didn't fucking see that shit, it's like you're making this guy look like a fucking schmuck and a loser and a prick, and the only thing he's really doing is like, oh, I made John Cena tap out like a little bitch, yada yada yada. But it's like he doesn't have the bravado of somebody that would end the streak, or retired John Cena. Like he doesn't really come off with it. He has no aura, and it's sad. And the thing is, like, you would say like, oh, but he can't be worse than like the situation that he was in when he tapped out, or when he got tapped out by Jey Uso at WrestleMania. The reason why that sucked, aside from the finish, is that match was trash. It was a freaking 5-minute match. Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar had a better match in the pandemic era in front of nobody. And that shit was like a 10-minute match.
True.
So, with that being said, and then you look at what he was doing afterwards, his match with Pat McAfee, like that shit was fire. I still say to this day, like, Pat should have won that shit, but it is what it is. So, you look at all that. You look at his world title reigns, abysmal, trash, this and that, and now he's like doing this shtick where he's like, oh, I'm a career killer. I'm ending people's careers. Da, 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 da. I conveniently retired Goldberg. I won a bullshit ass tournament, and I'm the one who made John Cena tap out at the end. Did he really make John Cena tap out at the end, or did John Cena just give up on us? I'm not giving Gunther any credit whatsoever, even if he is your boy. So he low-key is probably one of the greatest worst things that's actually going on right now in modern WWE, whether you like it or not. And I think with what they're doing with this whole like I'm ending people's careers and this and that, and they're gonna make this kind of like the new thing, is so stupid, because it's robbing us of a lot of great like retirement matches that we actually deserve. Because I'll give you the list right now. If they freaking do the fucking unthinkable, they fucking, or actually not even the thing, but the worst case scenario, what they do with AJ here is if he fucking eats AJ and AJ retires, then that means basically that Gunther is going to be the one to retire Rey Mysterio. That means Gunther is also the guy who's going to retire Randy Orton, and he's probably also going to be the guy who retires anybody else that's yesteryear type of thing. So R-Truth, he's going to retire him. He's just going to go on a knock of just like basically retiring people. And the thing is, it sucks because the thing is, when you look at Ray, it's like you would rather his son retire him, Nope. His character is, we gotta retire everybody. He's a career killer. You look at Randy and it's like,
He's a legend killer.
he's no fucking legend. He's not retiring no freaking legend. I don't consider Goldberg a legend. Fuck no, man. Goldberg, he's just Goldberg. You know what I mean? Like Ryback can come back right now, and then fucking Gunther can retire him, and he's not a fucking legend. The fuck out of here, man.
Yeah,
But
we're
no.
talking about Cena, Randy, Ray.
I'm just basically saying, and then he also, I guess this is the gut punch Silver. Guess who's gonna retire CM Punk? I wonder who, right? I wonder who. So that's your boy, by the way, Silver. This is the guy you were accrediting him as, like, I'm a Gunther enjoyer, and look what they're doing to him right now. So with that being said,
I mean, I was.
Exactly, but now once you realize that when Jay used to made him tap like a little bitch on WrestleMania, like, he just became basically the worst version of himself times infinity. Like this booking is like abysmal, and like I have no care for the character whatsoever. And they fucking gave him a shitty ass theme song. They gave him back it's a fucking Symphony A minor bullshit. Like I don't mess with that shit. He's not even like that's how I took it in too. The moment his downfall was the moment the theme song stopped saying Gunther, the ring general. Like I just realized like they took that out of the song for a reason, because he's not a ring general anymore. He's a ring schmuck. So with that being said, I said my piece. This is Nat Silver. How do you see this playing out? Explain to the viewers. Like, what's your prediction, and what do you see? What do you want to see, and what do you think is going to happen? All the bullshit. Let me know.
I think everyone here on this panel wants to see AJ beat Gunther and keep his career. If anyone thinks otherwise, I'll be very surprised. But unfortunately, considering Gunther is the one that beat Cena and made him retire, Gunther losing now would be incredibly retarded. So, how does WWE get themselves out of this mess? There's really only one way, and it's a way that would suck. And that would have this match end in a disqualification or a count out, so that AJ wins by DQ and keeps his career. Who would do the run-in is the $1 million question. And I'm not really sure who should do it. Only that they should not retire AJ at the Royal Rumble. Even though it is the event that AJ debuted in.
Exactly.
So in a way, it would be poetic.
I know, and that's why
if AJ retires at the same pay-per-view that he made his debut on. But everyone would rather see him retire at Mania. So I don't know who would do it, but AJ wins by DQ and doesn't retire, but Gunther doesn't get the win either. That's the only way this could play out that won't ruin somebody in the match. But the more likely scenario is Gunther just makes AJ pass out, and that's it. And, Gunther continues his tear. That would lead to something that I'm going to say later on tonight. But I'm done.
All right. I'm gonna go next, and I'm gonna play off of what you said, because that is an interesting scenario that WWE could really put themselves in with the whole DQ stuff. The only thing that can really make sense with the whole DQ stuff is if the club comes back.
Yeah, Carl Anderson and
Lou Gallows, yeah. They come back and they fuck up, because they realize that AJ's about to lose or some type of bullshit. So they basically they save his career, basically. That would be
I don't think anyone would see that coming.
And nobody see that coming, and I think that would be poetic. Because they all were in the company around the same time too. But
I can't lie, that would be poetic.
Yeah. So that would be ideally what we could see in the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, we all know. You said it, you telegraphed it, and it's kind of stupid. I'm gonna rely on what I'm gonna say. I don't give a fuck if I'm right or wrong because I don't give a fuck. Like I don't know if I even want to bet money on the show because I refuse to kind of just like that's how much I hate Gunther, bro. I refuse to actually bet that this guy's gonna win the match. So what I'm gonna do for this prediction show is say AJ wins. Clean. He makes him tap like a little bitch. And Gunther fucking realizes that, like, oh, I'm not that monster anymore that I always was. I was running on copium. John Cena, the whole feat that I did with him, making him tap out, it's not that I made him tap out. It's like he chose to give up on us. It could have been anybody that could have made him tap out in that scenario. And once you, like, actually break down Gunther's character and dehumanize him and this and that, maybe then build him from the ground up again, then maybe he'll be, somebody great and appealing to the viewers, Because as of right now, like I'm putting every foreign talent over him. I'm putting Drew over him. I'm putting Sheamus over him. I'm putting fucking, the return of the Swiss Superman. I'm putting everybody on that, man. Like, I'm putting Wade Barrett over that man, dude. Like that guy sucks. And I hope he never wins the WWE title. He can keep winning the world title all he wants, but he can never touch that WWE title. I don't give a fuck, bro. Because I hate to say it, your boy got ruined in WWE, man. I hate to say it. I'd rather see Rusev over him. And that's saying a lot, man. But yeah, my prediction: AJ wins on the two different things. Like, if you don't want to like make Gunther tap a little bitch, have AJ win for roll up. I don't give a fuck. He saves his career, and the story continues with AJ. That's my prediction.
So,
I want to see AJ win, and I just have a question. Like, the whole Gunther thing, like, when was it exactly where he was starting to, like, go downhill? Was it versus Damian Priest, kinda?
No, he went downhill. Yeah, technically yes.
Because he was losing a lot of confidence with Damian Priest, and then it's like, I don't think he's really been the same since.
I think ever since he lost the IC title, he's never been the same. That's basically it. When Sammy beat him at that WrestleMania, that's it. He got fucked up. This whole career, like, basically kind of was done to me at that point. But he won the world title off some shenanigans. I didn't hate on it too much, but then I realized, I'm like, hold on, he's actually a more worse world champion than Damian. Because Damian, if I remember correctly, you were ragging on his fucking reign, but really, say to the viewers right now, like, Gunther was a worse world champion than Damian. I'd be honest.
Yeah, he kind of was.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
He didn't really want to fight for it.
Mm-hmm. And he had his fucking his lackeys do all the work and that. Like, he wasn't doing anything. I think that's what is when Imperium kind of died. Is when Gunther just started becoming like a little bitch. But it is what it is. But anyways, continue, sir.
Yeah, I think Gunther really needs to figure out like something to like bring him back into relevancy. He needs to more or less just kind of grow a pair for one. But like, yeah, I want to see AJ win. I'm gonna say AJ's gonna be smarter about the match and not make the same mistake as last time, kind of. Just overall, he's has, decent mental capacity right now. Just it's fired up. So it's like, I want to give it to AJ.
Hell yeah. We're all in agreement with that.
Hater.
Well, I have a lot to say about this. This is going to be a very interesting topic, though. This is not only a double-edged sword, but this is also bittersweet. I'm going to get to the double-edged sword right now, because this is a damned if you do, damned if you don't for the fans here. I mean, this is no different than LA Knight and Gunther with the John Cena thing. It's like, oh, if you know what, if Gunther wins, then the fans are going to hate us. But if the LA Knight wins, then the fans are still going to hate. But the thing though is same thing with AJ Styles and Gunther though. It's like if if AJ beats Gunther, then that just kills Gunther's momentum. But at the same token, if AJ loses, then basically his career is just cut short really quickly though. Bittersweet because we're not only gonna see potentially AJ's final match in WWE potentially, and if you notice, gentlemen, he did say the final match of my WWE career. He didn't say wrestling career, and you can't say professional wrestling in WWE. That's not like it's taboo like it was with Vince, but. That's one thing, but again, the sweet part about this is that we got two of the best wrestlers in the world. We got a ring general, and we got one of the best in the world, AJ Styles. I mean, fucking phenomenal, no pun intended. But yeah, I mean, as far as the match goes, the results of it. And by the way, I don't want it to happen. Do I want it to happen? No. But do I think it's gonna happen? Yeah. And that is, I think Gunther is going to unfortunately beat AJ.
Damn.
Damn, indeed.
Oh, and by the way, may I say one last thing before we move on to the next one, though? You guys brought up, like John Cena. Did John Cena really tap out to Gunther? I compare that to a big brother losing to a little brother in a game of air hockey by moving his joystick so that way it could go into the score. What it is,
I'm dead.
It's like a big brother purposely losing an air hockey game to his little brother.
That's a good analogy, man. I actually agree with that.
I was rewatching an episode of Hey Arnold, like it was called Best Man, where like I think Coach Wittenberg challenged his wife Tish to like a game of air hockey on their like the day before their wedding because he was very competitive and shit. And he's like, and then Arnold's like, what's more important, your wife or winning? And then obviously he learned, his morals, and then he moved his hockey stick so that way she got the point in. So I find that's the equivalent of Cena tapping out, in my opinion.
Yeah. I actually agree with that a lot. It's like he it wasn't just like a major accomplishment. It was like he was just the person at that time frame to kind of take the flowers, because at that point anybody could have beat him. Which makes it really sad because like I really wish, like speaking of AJ, like the AJ and Cena match was like Cena's last match. Like that should have been the thing. Like if that was the match you were booking for Crown Jewel, they should have just done that Saturday night main event. That would have been so poetic, because not only was it like a tribute to like John Cena and his career, but it was a tribute to like the wrestling business. They were hitting everything, bro. RKOs, sweet chin music, pedigrees, fuck it.
I think this is the year of the retirement tour, because I heard rumor that supposedly Brock is retiring too at SummerSlam, because let's not forget, Brock is Mr. SummerSlam basically, and also it's
yeah. And guess who's retiring him then?
Braun Breaker. Or Gunther.
Yeah, exactly. It should be Braun Breaker, but like we all know who it is. Fucking bullshit, bro. I swear for God, bro. Like this is stupid, man. Like this is one of this is where I'm like, like I know that's poor taste, but like I really wish Gunther gets injured, man. Like, only in a sense where he just can't retire for the whole year. Like,
I don't mean to interrupt, but don't you find this a little bit fucking weird and like eerie though? Like 10 years ago, remember what that WrestleMania was known for? WrestleMania 32.
It was a shitty one.
No, I know Silver knows what this WrestleMania is known for, but let me see if you know what this is known for.
Oh, fucking when Zack Ryder won the IC title, like that's what's known for me.
This is the WrestleMania, Pika, known for all the fucking injuries. Seth Rollins was out, Randy Orton was out, John Cena was out, Cesaro was out.
Right. The only one that really mattered was the Seth one, honestly, for being completely honest. That's one that fucked up the whole main event. So, and look at us, like fucking what's it called? 10 years later, and it's like. Or how much years later, it's like fucking like Seth's still injured. Like what the fuck? This man sucks.
But no, I'm saying, Pika, don't you find it a little bit weird? Now it's 10 years later, and look who's on the injury reserve list. Seth Rollins, ironically, is back on that injury reserve list. Rey Mysterio is now on that list. Kevin Owens. So what the fuck is that? Zoe's on that list. Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah, but these are all the people that got injured last year, though.
No, but I'm saying like they're gonna miss WrestleMania this year, most likely.
Which is good because like more new faces, more new opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And plus they're not so much because guess what? Like we're back in Vegas. We're back in the saddle again. Like, and you know the sad part too. This wrestling is probably gonna be better than the last year. Like even if it's like just a little metric better, like you know it's still gonna be better than last year. Like come on now. But yeah. So hopefully WWE just doesn't do. Because this is the thing that's gonna piss me off. Because like, if let's have this hypothetically speaking, that's the opener. You can't open the show with AJ fucking losing, bro. Like that's just gonna kill the whole momentum throughout the whole show. Like everyone's just gonna fucking.
And that's what I was alluding to before. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have to actually open with Sammy and Drew. But speaking of which,
yeah, they have to open with Sammy and Drew, and they have to make AJ and Gunther the second to last match.
Yeah. All right.
The next match, can I?
Well, no. You want to go first? What you're saying, Pete?
Yeah, because I have to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah, okay. So do
all right. So next up, singles match for the undisputed WWE Championship. The champion, Drew McIntyre. Never thought I'd be saying that in a legitimate sentence.
What are we in 2020?
He hasn't been, considering he hasn't been champion since COVID.
Right.
Versus the winner of the WWE Championship #1 Contenders Tournament, Samuel Zayn.
Hell yeah.
Singles match.
Hell yeah.
For the title, Pete, go.
Well, again, much like Gunther and AJ, though, I think actually no, I take that back. It's the opposite of that, though. I really think that Drew is going to retain against Sammy, but I'd be absolutely shocked and surprised if they give the belt to Sammy. It would make it very interesting too, because it makes me wonder what the plans for WrestleMania is going to be, unless they're going to do a 2022 plan where they had Bobby Lashley win the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble, only to lose it the following month at the Elimination Chamber.
Don't even forget about the Big E one too.
Well, let's not forget too, Peter, that was a butterfly effect. That shouldn't have happened. That only happened because Robert contacted COVID, and that's what fucked the whole main event up for day one. Because everyone remembers, I think the original plan was, according to the online reports, was that Brock was supposed to beat Roman, and then we were gonna have that title versus title match at WrestleMania 38, right?
30. Yeah, 38.
Yeah. But then the key got contacted COVID, so Brock was inserted into that fatal 4-way, turned into a 5-way, and then we had clusterfuck.
Yep. And to this day, I still won't say that that's the worst insertion of Brock. Like we've actually seen worse.
We've seen worse twice.
Yeah. Cause I'm telling you, like,
one in this very event.
Yeah, well, which is what?
When Brock entered the Royal Rumble #1 as WWE champion and eliminated half the field by himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the actual worst implementation of Brock was when he was inserted into Money in the Bank, like 3/4 of the way to the match.
No, but you know what's crazy though? I feel like with those two situations, even though like really bad, Brock made the most out of it though, in both of those scenarios. Because when you think about the Money in the Bank one, we got fucking the whole boombox party Brock thing, and that shit was funny as hell. Like, so just that alone sufficed the briefcase being.
It was, but it ruined the integrity of the match itself.
Pika.
And the match didn't have that much integrity in my books. It was just so anybody climbs up and gets a briefcase to me. But what were you saying, Pete?
Pika, before I go use the bathroom though, I did find one thing funny about Brock's Money in the Bank, duration though. Like when Paul was explaining to him that he had a whole year, and he goes, "I got a whole year. I got a whole year."
Brock's one charismatic motherfuckers, whether we like it or not. Like, that's legitimately who I want Gunther to be, but he could never be. Like if Gunther had just a lick of the charisma that Brock had, I think I can let him slide being the career killer. Because when you look at like Brock, if he was the person doing what Gunther's doing, it'd still be bad. It'll still be bad, but you can at least say it's entertaining.
Pika, you know what's my favorite Brock burn?
What?
Knock knock. Who's there? Bobby. Exactly.
Exactly. He was talking about Bobby Roode though. He was talking about Bobby Lashley in that scene episode.
That also when he goes, look out here. Mr. Acknowledgement and Mr. Dip.
But going back to the Rumble thing before you actually leave Pete, even though that was a dumb idea having Brock in that Rumble, what do we remember from that Rumble? It being actually one of the greatest Rumbles in modern history.
Being the greatest moment? I guess the only thing that was great that saved it for that night was the Roman Seth match. That was the only thing I could remember.
No. I'm talking about because Silver was mentioning like, oh, when Brock entered as WWE champion and eliminated half the thing. Obviously, on paper that sounds stupid, but then if you really remember that Rumble, that was one of the greatest Rumbles.
I remember because it was the return of Edge.
Correct. And not only that, but like look at the Keith Lee's moment when Keith Lee came out and Brock's like, "That's a big boy. That's a big boy."
That's a big.
Yeah, and then it all led to what you call like him getting low blowed, and then fucking Drew McIntyre claymoring him out of the ring, and then Drew won that Rumble, right? So like that was like the best version of Drew. So like when realistically speaking, like that was the choice to make because it made Drew's win that much better.
But Pico, do you think Brock is going to do the same exact thing where he's just going to eliminate everybody and just wait until somebody comes out so he just does the same thing?
Nah, I think it's gonna be different this time because he probably has like personal enemies now that he can target, which we'll get to when we talk about the Rumble match. But okay, so but you can go while Peter, because I want Peter to come back when I'm talking about the match.
Okay. Let's start with the fact that Drew winning the title was probably one of the biggest shakeups that WWE could have done right now.
Correct.
And it's honestly long overdue for Drew to become champion again. Because this actually gives him a chance in front of a live crowd, which he never had because of COVID.
And he wanted the 3 stages of hell. They brought back that stipulation just as amazing, title change.
So, regardless of how I feel about Drew personally, I'm glad it happened because I was honestly kind of tired of Cody as champion.
It's a sad part too, and like I was telling Sora this, like as much as we're happy that Drew is the champion and the title's off Cody, the best thing about this whole thing is Cody doesn't have the title now, so he can actually develop and become a better character and be more lovable.
Exactly.
Because Cody without the title. So when you really think about it, is the beneficiary in this situation that Drew's WWE champion? Is the beneficiary now that Cody doesn't have the title, he elevates and he's actually going to become really good now? Like you can say both, but I feel like
both.
In a program both, but I think low-key like Cody losing the title like elevated him more so than Drew winning the title, which is fucking crazy to say, but like that's the way I look at it, sadly. Because we're literally going to get the best version of Cody. Like he's gonna go a little bit darker than usual. He's gonna feud with people that like especially with what he's doing with Jacob Fatu. Like the stuff that I was seeing, I was like, no way. Like he's actually a loose cannon now. He's a renegade now. He's slowly dipping into like being an actual American nightmare. He's actually about to live up to his like nickname type of thing. But that being said, though, continue. So.
With all that being said, I apologize in advance because as much as I love Sammy, he's kind of been cold for too long to where I can believably see him becoming champion, even in Saudi Arabia. So it's a question of, do they just give Sammy the title to appease Saudi Arabia, or do they make the right decision and keep the title on Drew and give Drew an actual chance and not make him a transitional champion? Because if they give Sammy the title, you go from one transitional champion to another, and odds are Sammy loses the belt by Mania. Whereas if Drew retains, there's a chance he loses by Mania, but there's also a chance he doesn't. And
like, what basis are you like stemming that opinion from? Like,
what opinion? That
That's for
Sammy's
that
been
opinion
kinda
that
cold.
like that's not the moment Sammy walks out. He's gonna be a transitional champion like Drew, and he's not gonna make it past Mania. Like, what gave you that idea?
Because of how cold Sammy's been, I can't see him
In
holding
what
the belt.
basis? It's still in what basis? Like when you say cold, like what? Like you give me like example. Like he's been hot as fuck right now. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
They're hot as fuck now, but when
No,
did he start getting hot?
He's been getting hot. He started getting hot the moment he won the U.S. title and did the U.S. title Open Challenge. He's been hot for like the longest. But then he would always like. Huh?
How long ago was the U.S. title Open Challenge?
He's been hot since I want to say he started doing that like in the start of the fall season, I believe. So from September up until October, I think is when he. Right? Yeah, he had like 2 months of like just doing like nonstop defenses. Or maybe he lost in November, actually. No, I think he probably lost in November. I don't know. He lost somewhere, like the end of October or the beginning of November.
Huh.
Yeah. And the thing is, he's been drip feeding. Like this, okay, let me fill you in, but I'm not going to give my prediction. It's just like, the build up of Sammy. So what I've noticed with Sammy is like, he's been drip feeding this whole idea that like, he doesn't feel like he is enough in WWE. That he had all these, iconic moments. He main evented WrestleMania, like, all this and that jazz, but he never was able to win the big one. He kept saying for multiple times, like, my duty, I'm going to win a world champion. That's my goal in like 2026. I don't want to be a world champion. I want to be a world champion. I'm going to do everything it takes to become a world champion. And then like he even like added more exposition to the lore when he said, I was at Saturday Night's Main Event. I was like in the crowd with my child, and we watched Cena's last match, and my son told me that why do they call him the Never See 17, and then he said, yo, Baba. Baba, the reason why they call him the Never See 17 is because he's won the world title 17 times. And then his son asked him, he's like, how many times did you win the world title? And this is how you know like Sammy's a great guy, bro. He doesn't lie to his son. He said, "Yeah, I never won the world title ever." And then his son was like, "How come? Like you're so goated. Like why aren't you a world champion?" And like that was like kind of eating him. So he said, like that, starting January 1st, like that's my goal. Like I'm gonna be a world champion, not for me, but like, for my son. So my son could actually have like a positive role model to actually look for. Because he looks at me in such a high regard.
Respect that.
Right.
I respect that.
Right.
I respect that.
Right. So the thing is,
it's kind of hard for me not to respect that.
Right. So with that being said, I know you're reading this on paper and you're like, oh, Sammy's in a world title match. Oh, they're in Saudi Arabia. That's when they're doing it. No, this is kind of like a long time coming type of thing.
Right. But what I'll also say is Sammy's always been better as the one chasing the belt than the one holding the belt.
Yeah, but like the thing is like he's been chasing for too long now.
He has.
Yeah, it's like if you don't flip the switch now, he's never going to be world champion type of thing. You know what I mean?
But what would be a better switch to flip? Him just winning the title in Saudi on his first attempt.
Not his first attempt.
Or, well, first attempt in a while.
Yeah, because I think he had a world title match with Seth and he lost to Seth, and he had like other like world title opportunities. Oh, and another thing too.
Okay, because the last one I remember was him versus Roman.
That too. That was 2 years ago in Montreal. That's what I'm saying, Silver. He already had the opportunity where he was in his hometown, and he had to win that match, and he didn't. You're really gonna do that shit again? So that's number one. Just keep that in your back of your mind. Number two, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is the one where I'm like, I want a light flipping on your, because Sora knows this for a fact. What do you think is the stat line between Drew and Sammy? Like, what do you think? Like if you were to be like, oh, this is the amount of like this is the stat between them when it comes to their matches. Like, what would you think it'd be?
Since you're bringing it up, it would make me believe that Sammy's never lost to Drew.
Yeah, but give me a number. Like, and I'll tell you what it is.
3-0.
And are you locking that in?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want to know what the actual answer is?
Yeah.
11-0.
Sammy's beaten Drew 11 times?
Drew has beaten Sammy 11 times. Sammy's never beat him once.
Oh.
Okay, so
Well, that's
now,
just pathetic then.
So right. So now, factor all that in. Do you still see Drew winning this shit?
I should say no. I want to say no. But
you don't want to say no because like I told you the Sammy story about this, and I told you basically this ain't just like WWE just pulling out her ass, and I told you what the stat was. At this point, it's
no. I'm saying I want to say no because I have the picture in my head of like Sammy loses this match to Drew now, wins the Rumble in the same night, and goes on to WrestleMania and wins the title at WrestleMania.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't want to go too deep in that because I know that's a possibility. The thing is, why? And I'm saying why on is because that's just so obvious to happen. You know, like right. Why not give somebody else that opportunity? You know what I mean? Like the thing is, imagine getting one major good thing and two good things. Like, what would you want? I would want two good things instead of one major good thing.
Right.
So like, I like that idea.
But then the flip side can happen, and I'll talk about that a little later.
Yeah.
So what the flip side of that would be.
Yeah.
And why it would be the worst decision that could ever be made in the history of the WWE. But for now, I will say I'll say Sammy should win, but I just don't see it happening. As great of a story as that would be.
Okay.
I think they're saving his win for later in the year, but I want to be wrong.
Yeah, but the thing is, what better place would you know what I mean? Like, because this is the thing. This is the thing. I got to really preface so many times because we see superstars get into that rut. Why don't you strike when the iron's fucking hot? If you beat somebody so much, when is it gonna get to the point where no one cares about it anymore? Can you really stretch a shit to Mania and make people care about Sammy? Or are you gonna run into a situation where it's gonna be another Jey Uso bullshit?
Good point.
Like I'm tired of this shit, bro. And this is the thing I like, because I'll be dead ass. I didn't even know Sammy was number one contender, because I had it like kind of penciled in my mind. I'm like, oh, okay, so if Sammy's gonna be part of the show, it's gonna be the Rumble match, and then if so, then yes, they gotta do that shit. But the fact they gave him a world title shot, and it's in fucking Saudi, I don't give a fuck how predictable that shit is. That's the more predictable route that's gonna be like, okay, cool. Because Drew doesn't fucking need to tell when he really think. When he had his moment, he beat fucking, Cody, this and that, it is what it is. And then if anything, like, he can work his way back to the top again. Or he could be feuding with anybody that, like, that's going to be in his way type of thing, Because I feel like with Drew, it's like, we're not getting the best version of Drew right now. But we're definitely getting the best version of Sammy. And it opens a lot of possibilities because when Drew freaking, like, let's say hypothetically Drew wins this, and we fantasize on what we think, because there is like scenarios where I'm like, oh, okay, if Drew retains, this is ideally who I want to see him face at WrestleMania. With Sammy, it's like it opens a whole door of possibilities that makes the build to WrestleMania. Because who the fuck is facing Sammy? Is it going to be somebody that actually is a rival to his? Is it going to be a new name? Is it going to be a returning name? There's so many opportunities of anything. So like that's ideally what I would want to see, but I guess it's up to interpretation at this point or what we see. But the thing is, like, I explained it to you, and the thing is, like, now really thinking about it, it's like, yeah, if he's 11-0, they're really gonna make him 12-0. Like that, you're really making Sammy a loser.
I'm back.
No, you really shouldn't, and that's you convinced me. I'll say Sammy wins.
Exactly, because that's too much. Because like I'm thinking, and I think they even talked about it. like I think like even the reference it on commentary because like me and Cesaro were behind on like SmackDown and Raw, bro. But like I feel like low key that's what they were insinuating, like because Drew cut a promo and he basically like berated Sammy the most, saying like oh yeah, this is another thing too. He said, bro, the greatest sin that your child has is like basically knowing that Sami Zayn's your dad. Like he literally said that on commentary or on the announcement where he's like, "Yo, bro, like your father's pathetic. He's never gonna amount to anything. You're gonna have Drew berate him like that, and fucking like belt Sammy, like all these moments going crazy in Montreal for him to go to the second hometown and recreate with the Elimination Chamber 2023. You're fucking out of your mind." Because the Roman thing, I understand. Because the thing is, like, that was the point. It's like Roman is supposed to be the final boss of WWE, and at that point, nobody was beating his ass. Drew with the WWE title, he's still fucking Drew McIntyre. Like that didn't change any of it. Like, he didn't change his character. He didn't change his music. He didn't change his presentation. He's still gonna be that sliming, manipulative little bitch who just says, "Oh, I only tell truths. I never lie." That's why I lied when I attacked Jacob. Because I still to this day, like I'm thinking, like I'm like, who really attacked Jacob? We don't know, right? But
right.
But the thing is, like if we put like two brain cells together, we realize, like, yeah, it was Drew. Because Drew was the one that took the opportunity. Who else would have targeted Jacob? But the thing is, like the narrative that they're trying to tell from like from viewer standpoint and the TV standpoint, they're like, oh, it's Jacob imagining that it is Drew because Drew conveniently took his spot, type of thing. But I don't know what the fuck it is. At the end of the day, I'm really thinking about it. Fuck, man, you had Jacob Drew screw whatchamacallit, Cody out of his title. You fucking have Jacob screw fucking Drew out of his title. I don't give a fuck, bro. And that's your Mania match right there. And then you fucking have Jacob win, by the way, because he's fucking good. Like, probably one of the best moments of all time, if not the best. Like, I'll be dead ass. Like, not named The Rock, you Loki is. But with that being said, so I want to hear so Pete came back. Yeah, Pete, what did you say your prediction was for the Sammy and Drew?
I'm sorry, repeat that.
What was your prediction?
What was your prediction on Sammy versus Drew?
I said Drew only because I said I didn't agree with it, but I said Drew.
Wait, but the thing is, so you know the whole build up and everything that's been going on with the story.
Yeah,
right?
that Sammy always lost to Drew. I see it. I never do it from that perspective until you mentioned that.
Oh, so you're here? Okay. I have to make sure that you're here. Okay, because I went too deep in my shit, bro. I'm like, so yeah. With that being said, yeah, my prediction's like Sammy wins, and he wins like fucking clean, obviously. But if there's some I guess controversy, this and that, it might as well be Jacob, because it just makes sense. But
well, if he does hold the belt, he's not gonna hold it for long.
At the very least, he's holding it to Mania.
I can see Elimination Chamber, just like Bobby did.
I don't see that.
The Bobby thing was because Roman got sick, right? Or was that Biggie?
Okay, then what about John Cena and Dominic? I mean, Cena could have retained the title. He could have retired as champion.
No, he never would have retired as champion.
He never would have retired champion because he would have lost the title at Saturday's main event and didn't want Gunther to be IC champion again.
I know, but I'm saying that there wasn't any specific circumstances. Like you just mentioned, Bobby, there was a reason, the injury, but what was the reason?
No, but it's the thing. But no, I get everything you're saying, and it's facts. I just think Sammy's a greater wrestler and a greater importance in WWE than Bobby ever was, and then Biggie ever was, and Dominic ever was, or John. Like John was on his retirement tour. You know what I mean? So like obviously he was gonna lose his shit. But Bobby and this and that, you knew they were transitional champions because it's like, what did they do with their characters? Was there anything that like got you supporting those guys, going against those guys? Did you feel indifferent about them? What the fuck were they doing?
But Pika, not to interrupt, but you don't think this is more of a feel-good moment for Sammy?
It's a feel-good moment, and I think it's going to be something that like pushes him to have like an interesting title reign. Because I low-key see if he does win the title, like he at the very least makes it to like freaking. That's a good question. Like, because I was gonna say he makes it to Money in the Bank, but I don't know. Maybe low-key makes it like to the pay-per-view after Money in the Bank. Maybe he actually makes it all the way to SummerSlam and loses it. Because I low-key see them recreating the U.S. title open thing, but the thing is, like, he's not going to be defending, the WWE title every week. He's going to be defending it every month, and he's going to have kick-ass matches. He's basically going to do what Cena was doing as the WWE champion, but then actually having kick-ass matches with people, And then what's gonna hurt my soul is like whenever they bring Seth back, Seth is probably gonna be the guy who beats him. You know, unless they do the thing that I'm thinking that they're gonna do for the Rumble. But the thing is Silver kind of alluded to like a scenario. But the thing is, what I said about that is like, why do one elongated good thing when you can just literally have Sammy have his moment and just have somebody break out, somebody have their freaking moment in the Rumble? Because then, like, if it's somebody that deserves that win, and I'm thinking about a lot of people that deserve that win, why have a set individual like have two moments in a night where it's like everybody really wants him to to do something and he doesn't do it, and then all of a sudden oh, okay, I'm gonna win this one. It's like, that's very predictable. You know what I mean? Like, I want an unpredictable Rumble. Is what I'm trying to say, even if it's the right thing or not. But with that being said, Sor, who do you got, Sor, for the WWE title match?
Sora.
Damn. Don't tell me we lost Sora, man.
Here.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Okay.
I want to see Drew win for a fact that he needs to try to get some kind of reputation still. But I want Sammy to win so he can go talk to his son and said, like, I won the championship finally for once.
Exactly.
So, like, they both have, like, good, compelling cases why they need to win.
Damn, why did... Okay, I would not to interrupt you, sir, but why they booking the show like that? Like, why do you do that? Like, this is like 2 matches in a row where, like, you can make a case for, like, anybody really winning it because of, like, either booking or, like, we need to see this person win because we don't want to see that result. And then it's the same thing with this one where it's like, you just gave Drew the title. And then you just told this compelling story with Sammy. And you're going to have one of them lose? Like, it's fucking bullshit, bro. Like actually. But... I don't like this, like, what you call it? This, yeah. But ultimately, who are you going with, though?
I think I'll have to go with Drew because Sammy still has all year to get his goal done, where Drew just got the title. Just thinking about it.
Right.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah, but you heard the thing, and I think you factored in, obviously, because you were listening.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the whole,
But the thing is, like, Drew just got it, and just to see him lose it, like, on the very first title defense against somebody he's beaten 11 times, just that kind of doesn't really sit right with the whole, like, the build-up. Yeah, there is story there for Sammy to win. Because there is motivation, and
he's gonna have the just think about the pop. That's the thing I'm thinking about. Is like, when will it ever be greater than this? Like, yeah, if you go to France, but like they're not gonna wait that long to go back to France, So it's like, this is like the hottest moment they could really give it to him. But you're right though, so it's like, yeah, they just gave him, they're reestablishing Drew McIntyre, But it's like,
unless they did a show in Montreal,
they already did, because it was what do we call it? I'm assuming that was when he got the number 1 contendership, because the crowd was like super hot. Saturday Night's Main Event or whatever it was. So basically, he's been going through the whole circuit of like the crowd admiration and love, and just for him to kind of come short in like Saudi is kind of crazy. Like I don't know. There's something about that. It just doesn't like to me. I'm thinking about it. It's more worse than when he lost to Roman, which is crazy to say because like the thing is like he needed to beat Roman. Like bad. Yeah. He needed to be bad. Like you don't know how bad. Like it got personal. It was bad. You know what I mean? Like he sacrificed his whole like life for like the bloodline. Just to fucking like get bitched out of fucking like, nah, bro. It's like, how much of this, And yeah, we got the consolation prize, which was fucking fantastic when him and KO won the tag titles at WrestleMania. But it's like, I want to see Sammy do something, on his own. And I want a road to WrestleMania of him. Because I think his road to WrestleMania is so much interesting than Drew McIntyre's road to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But I'm going to play with what, the Pete saying, and I'm going to play with what Sora's saying. There is a light in the tunnel with Drew, winning. And I'll get to that when I get to that one. But it has to be that winner. Because if it's not that winner, then what the fuck are we doing? But all right, so me and Silver say Sammy, and so we're split on this one. But we're all unanimous on the AJ thing, right?
Yeah,
oh no.
I mean,
No, I think P said Gunther, right? Like the
I
sad
said Gunther. Yeah, I said Gunther.
Yeah. So that's a 3-1. Okay. All right. With that being said, which
Next up.
Rumble? Yeah, we're assuming.
There's only one Rumble to talk about right now.
Well, because you're really assuming the other one's gonna be the main event, huh?
Yep.
Okay. So
Because Saudi Arabia. If it was anywhere but Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. Usually I debate.
Because I don't think we need to see a bunch of Power Ranger outfits as the main event of our Royal Rumble show.
Oh my god! And
I
Silver
hate
loves
to
that type
say
shit.
it.
And Silver loves that shit because that's his kink. He loves like Sentai, Kamen Rider, and fucking Power Ranger shit.
What else can I say? I love me some spandex. Almost as much as I love me some latex.
Yeah. All right, what are we talking about though? Because maybe the fans still don't
And
know.
almost as much as I love the dick.
Electro Whip Tack is not gonna fly in Saudi.
No.
No,
Especially not with her transformation.
No. She definitely can. Like you saw like how the old tackle looked. Like she's covered up.
She'll be executed real quick.
No, the old tackle was covered up, right? Like I remember she wasn't exposing no skin.
The old tackle was not the Tokomo version.
Yeah, and I know, but I'm just saying like sorry didn't clarify, so we don't like.
I said Electro Whip Tack, which is the new version.
No, because wait, Electro Whip.
The old version was just tackle.
Electro Web tackle.
Yeah, first of all you got it wrong, but yeah, and second of all like. Yeah, it's Web, and it's
yeah.
and they had the same name, right? So like, there's no name change, right?
No, so it's the same name in both versions.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Clarify. Sorry.
No, because like she goes by Tack, is the thing. That's why I said
That's
Tack.
still the same thing. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
She goes by the full name. She says, "Call me Tack," but it's still the same thing because the nickname of the old one is still Tack.
Yeah, all right. Well, the difference is one is dead, one is still alive.
Exactly, which is why.
And the one Sora's talking about is still alive.
But Sora didn't specify it, which is what I'm saying. Like you got to specify which what. Like if Sora said the current Electro Web tackle, or Tack, I would have been like, oh okay. You said the current. You said.
I mean, she shortened it to Tack. Was it ever shortened to Tack in the other series, the older one?
No, not that I'm
So that was the specification, I thought.
But the thing is, like, it's not a shorten as in a shorten. She's saying you can call me that.
No, that's how she introduces herself. She doesn't say you can call me that. She actually introduces herself that way.
What is it, Silver? Because like I'm saying, like she's saying you can call me that because like her full thing is Electro Web Tackle. Like what is it, Silver?
Her full name is Electro Web Tackle.
Exactly.
But she may or may not have introduced herself as Tack as a nickname.
Yeah.
Because the name is too long.
There you go, man. I ain't making shit up, man. That's why I like having a third person, man.
The thing is, she always introduced herself as the Tack with like the Electro whatever stuff. She's never said like her full title as Tackle.
Yeah, but that's still her full name. It's like if you were being like my name is like that's my full name, but you can call me that because I'm gonna introduce myself as that,
Yeah, but then the old one never introduced himself with just a shortened version of Tack, is what I was understanding.
Right, but the thing is, it's still a nickname for the old one too. Is what I'm saying. So that's why if anything, just clarify current modern or or not modern.
But that would be the clarification is just Tack.
So, do you get what I'm saying?
All right. We can be on this all day. No.
But do you get what I'm saying, Silver? Like,
But you get what I'm saying is that was the clarification.
you get what I'm saying?
All right, I get what both of you are saying. Can we move on, please?
No, because somebody has to be right here. Because like, I don't give a fuck. Like, God, we can talk about this all day, man. I don't give a fuck. So what? Okay, we can both be right, but like, can you explain to Sora what I'm saying? That's it.
I don't need to explain to Sora what you're saying. He knows what you're saying.
So just repeat it. So
but he's also right that she did say you can call me Tack.
I know, but what I'm saying is you could just say I'm the modern. Just say modern Tack, modern this and that, because you can refer to old.
All right, she's the modern Tack. You're the modern day Maharaja. Can we please move on?
No, because you're not. You see now you're trolling me. So, like, I ain't moving on nothing. I ain't moving on nothing until you just fucking whatever. Just move on then. I know I'm right. The viewers know. The viewers know I'm right. That's all that matters.
I don't even think the viewers know what series you're talking about.
They know. We got how many people watching these type of shits, bro. They know. Like somebody who watches Tojiman probably gonna be like, oh. Okay.
All right, no. You know what? Somebody who's watched this far, comments in
They're not gonna comment.
section.
They're not gonna comment because there's no discourse there. But they just know while listening to our beautiful voices that I'm right about this shit. Because I hate when I literally like I get what Sora's saying.
All right, if you're listening to this and you agree with Pika, give a like. If you are listening to this and you agree with Sora, leave a comment. Whichever has more is the winner. Right, Can we please move on?
Sure, why not?
But what if somebody just likes the video just because they like the video? But,
so you got hold. That's why you got hold. Yeah, you got hold. That's what it is. And you're gonna have to accept it because I'm right.
Before we move on, guys,
if somebody comments without leaving a like,
guys, can I just say something before we move on, though?
Go ahead.
To the people watching right now, if you agree with PD, just don't say anything.
Exactly. Just be as silent as possible. If he's like, I'm old.
And if you agree with Silver, do all three. Leave a like. No, even better. If you agree with Silver, then subscribe.
Oh yeah, that's never happened. You put. Okay,
there you go. That's the business mindset. I appreciate you, Peter.
I
appreciate you, Peter, my brother. I
appreciate you yourself.
Pete put himself in a realistic scenario. I can definitely see that happening. So when you put yourself in an unwinnable scenario, and then you put Sora in an unfair scenario, that's why I'm saying like you should just like put the ground rules right here, right now, and been like the mediator and this shit. Because I understand what Sora's saying, like that she definitely but you agree with what I'm saying, like that's a nickname, but I'm saying that nickname could also be referred to the old. So just because even the modern one says you can call me Tack, the old one's still Tack. that doesn't nullify.
But the old one doesn't go by the name Tack.
But she is referred to as Tack. It's a nickname.
No, she's never referred to as Tack. She's
always referred to as
Tackle. If I literally go into lore books right now and check, like there won't be like a nickname saying like her name's Tack. Referred to as like.
She could have the nickname of Tack. What you need to look up is if she ever refers to herself as Tack in the show itself. Like actual dialogue of her saying, "My name is Tack."
I can easily find that shit because there's subtitles on that bitch that just say like like someone just calling her Tack all of a sudden. I can easily just find that shit.
I believe she's from Kamen Rider V3, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I'm saying like
meanwhile.
No. One thing I want to preface, and then you literally just continue afterwards. Don't even respond to what I'm saying. The thing that's bothering me about like this whole talk we're having right now is just because she says like I'm Tack this and that doesn't mean the full government isn't that full name. So like you could still say okay, like that's how she introduced herself and that's what everybody calls her this and that. But what's her full government name? That's or like I guess in this case the hero name. Like if the full hero name is that, then it's like there's I don't know. But with that being said, the next match.
I'm just saying the only two things she went by The only two things she went by was Tackle 2 or Electro Web Tack. That was it. And that was the current one. And that was why I said that was the differentiation.
So if I go to her page right now, I'm not gonna see the full like name. That's what you're saying, like basically.
She
Nah,
never
like,
referred to her.
no,
She
no, 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 no,
never
no,
once
no,
referred to herself
no. I just
as Electro Web Tackle.
all right. I guess. Hey, Silver, do me a favor, like introduce the match, and then I'm doing this like searches right now.
The
Silver,
women's Royal Rumble match.
You pissed me off that silence.
Because I had to switch tabs because I was starting to look it up myself while you were talking.
Okay. I'm gonna look it up. But you said
The women's Royal Rumble match, aka the Power Ranger Showcase. We have 17 confirmed participants as of right now, January 27th, 2026, which is the day this is being recorded. For Raw, we have Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, Asuka, Maxine Dupree, and Becky Lynch. For SmackDown, we have Chelsea Green, Jordan Grace, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and Julia. Only one may win. Potentially two of them will start the match. We will have 30 people who have come out by the end of it. And the winner gets a guaranteed title shot at WrestleMania against the champion of their choice. We are going to do it this way. We are going to predict who will come out first and second, who will get the most eliminations, and who we ultimately believe will win the match. And we will start with Sora.
Before Sora starts, can I give the answer because I found it.
Okay. I was gonna have Sora go so you had more time to look it up, but all right.
No, I already see it. I don't want no debates because I'm looking through every wiki right now. Everything that's out there is saying, why is it bouncing around? It's saying her full name is Electro Whip Human Tackle. Yeah, that's her full official name and her hero name. Period.
Okay. Did it ever?
That's not what I was referring to, though.
What are you referring to now?
I was referring to how she introduced herself and how the other one hasn't introduced themselves as that. Which was the differentiation because she personally did her own introductions.
I guess. I don't know. I'm to the point where it's like, I see what you're saying, Sora, but like, Tack is just too much of a nickname that like, if there isn't too much of a difference between, or any modifications of like the original name, and it's basically using the same name. The old one, there are going to be like characters in like lore that's going to refer to them as Tack. You know what I mean? Like Tack is just a name. It's not like something that she modified. It's like that's my government name type of thing. And if her government share her full hero title was like, Electro Tack, I'd be like, oh okay. Because then it's like, yeah, she's saying this, but that's what it is. She's introducing herself like this, but because it is that. You know what I mean? But it's whatever. But you can go with your Rumble.
Sorry, you're starting.
I know.
Okay.
By the way, the covers are fantastic. Like I just saw like every volume cover. Holy shit!
For what?
We're in for Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider.
Ah.
This series might actually be good for hold on.
What's the anime? Is any indication?
Like I'm gonna send a picture. Actually, no, yeah, I'll send it after we finish the show. But yeah, it's fucking good, bro. Holy crap!
Guess it would be interesting to see Maxine and Becky started off.
Mm.
Person to get the most eliminations would be nice if it was somewhere between, I would say between Jordan Grace or Lash Legend, given those names. To like try to like build up them as like more potential powerhouses. And
Before you say who you think will win, do you think that there are going to be any surprise returns? Because it is the Rumble.
Oh, and another thing too, like before even like say who you win, like obviously the Final Four type of thing. So those are things that I guess you gotta think about.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that one.
Yeah, and order of elimination too. Like once you do say your Final Four. Before you do say your Final Four, though, yeah, just I guess people you want to see in a Rumble as a
one I could I could still see Lita or Trish like come back.
hell yeah.
One I want to see that I don't think will happen, Tori. I just like Tori Wilson.
Of course.
Who
doesn't?
Final Four. Kind of want to see, I would say, Roxy, Bailey, Lyra, and Asuka as the Final Four. I think it'd be interesting if Lyra accidentally eliminates Bailey, then gets eliminated herself, and then it's just between Roxanne and Asuka, and kind of want to see Asuka win, just to see like how she would fare against Steph, because I kind of want to see Asuka versus Stephanie. That's probably what I'll go with.
So who's your pick to win?
Asuka.
Okay. Why Asuka?
Because I said I want to see like how she could possibly do against like someone like Stephanie Vauquer. Because I think that'd be an interesting match.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Peter.
Females Royal Rumble. I'm gonna have to say my Final Four. I just because I don't know. I just see it. I see Roxy. I see Liv. I see EO, and I could also see Rhea. Why I say these four? I said four, right? That's four different women, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he said
Okay.
4.
I say that because
Io, Roxanne, Liv, and Rhea.
why I say this is because I think two of these four women is going to lead to a potential match at WrestleMania, which is also going to lead to a match at Elimination Chamber. I think what's going to happen is that there's going to be some kind of downfall between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, and it's going to show. Cracks are going to show in the Royal Rumble, and it's going to show weeks before going into Elimination Chamber. That's when they lose their titles, and that's when one of them, I can see one of them turning heel. I mean, I don't see Rhea turning heel. I can see, I mean, obviously Io would be the heel, and then that would lead to a match between them at WrestleMania. As far as the winner of this match goes, I mean, I don't want it to happen, but I could see Liv Morgan winning it. But that's just what I see. And yeah, but that's just what I think my predictions is.
So who do you think are the two people to start the match?
Oh,
Who will have the most eliminations? And what are any surprise returns that you expect?
based on how they're building her, Nia Jax is gonna have the most eliminations. Based on how they're building her, uh, I'm also gonna say who's gonna start the match. I could see. I'm trying to think who's in this. I could see Kari starting the match. She'd be one of them. And then I'm gonna say someone from SmackDown. Possibly Chelsea Green as a rib. Like they make Chelsea one of the first participants. Uh, as far as what was the other options? I'm sorry. So repeat that.
What am I repeating?
You said who's starting the match? Who were the final four?
Possible surprise returns.
Oh,
Most eliminations and surprise returns.
most eliminations. I said Nia Jax.
Yep.
As far as surprises, because she works there as an agent, I could see Molly Holly. I could see maybe Victoria. I could see potentially, um, only because she's. I'd be very interested if they do this. Though I'm not saying they do, but I absolutely love it if they do. But that's have you ever heard of that old like I don't say old timey wrestler, but she's one of my favorites still. But she was in the golden days of WWF, and that's Lani Kai, like Lani Kai.
Oh my god, I remember that name.
No, but she's been shown a lot on WWE TV. I mean, she's been shown like on Saturday Night Main Event, and I think she's a wonderful woman, though. I mean, I chatted with her like a couple of times on Facebook. She's a sweetheart. I'm a fan of her, both outside and inside the ring. But yeah, I can see her being like a surprise entrant. I say more power if she does. Honestly, I mean, I hope she does.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm all for it. As far as other people potentially doing entrances, I could see Jackie Moore. I could see maybe Jazz.
I doubt that one, but yeah.
I'm trying to think what other names. I mean, definitely. It'd be interesting if they did Stacey Keebler, but I don't think that would ever happen.
That would be cool, especially if she came out to her old theme song. Oh my god.
But as far as obviously common ones though, which were most likely going to be happening, like you know, you got your Trish Stratus's, your Litas, your Eve Torres's.
Yeah.
Is Beth still under contract with WWE or no?
Nah, I don't think so. Maybe she's on a Legend, but.
Well, that's basically what I have my input for it.
Wait, so because I stepped away from a bit, so like, what did you said? Who were the two that are gonna start the match?
Oh, I said the people that are start would be Kari and Chelsea Green.
That's good. I actually like that. Okay. Okay, so I guess the most eliminations. Do you think they're the most? Holy crap! They're gonna give her that shit again. Oh my god.
No, basically how they build her. Basically, they build her as like a juggernaut.
I know. Yeah, no, that's actually a good choice, or like a valid choice. I could see. Your final four.
Peter.
I'm sorry, my microphone cut out. What'd you say?
Yeah, your final four.
I said I said my final four. I said Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Roxy.
In an order of elimination, who's eliminating who?
I could see Rhea accidentally eliminating Io, so she'd be the first one. Then I could see potentially, you know, I could see, I could see Roxy getting eliminated by Rhea, and I could see Roxy helping Liv win by distracting, and I could also see Io, some kind of like double thing between them, where it's like a double friction and a double storyline between it, where it leads to Liv Morgan winning the Rumble.
Okay, that's not bad. Interesting.
Not bad at all.
Are you going silver, or do you want me to go? Because I feel like I should probably go last.
Yeah, I feel like you should go last too, considering women is your specialty.
Oh yeah, big time.
Women is a specialty almost as much as submissions are a specialty.
Submission, I quit. Fucking what else?
Tag
team. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, and I call myself Mr. Iron Man too. I feel like I'm good in that type of match. I feel like I had a positive, like, I think I only lost like maybe one Iron Man match out of like the 5 or 6 I had in NCW. Like, this is to this day.
And one of them went to sudden death as a triple threat.
No, I think I won that one.
Yeah, after it went to sudden death.
Yeah, which is insane. Because it was a triple threat too.
Yeah.
Like it was
Exactly.
Iron Man. That's what's insane to me.
Yeah.
Hey, with that being said, though, floor is yours, Silver. Enlighten the viewers.
It was designed for you not to win, and you found a way anyway.
Hey,
You're goddamn good.
Yeah, that and also like, and once I said I was the queen of NCWF, I meant that shit. like I had to prove a point.
The Empress and the bitch.
Exactly, man. The best of both worlds, right there. But yeah. What's your picks, though, Silver? I mean, your whole.
So, who's starting the match?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be weird, but part of me wants to see, as the opening two, as unrealistic as this is, Charlotte Flair and Lash Legend start the Rumble. Because I feel like that would be a good showcase of the present versus the future.
Yeah.
And
wait, repeat that again. Charlotte and who?
Lash Legend.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And I think Final Four, I would have Io.
Mm-hmm.
I would have Nia.
Mm-hmm.
Roxanne Perez. And fuck it, Lara Valkyria.
And Silver had to reach there's that magic genie hat for that one. This guy was like, "Yo."
No, because I was trying to think: do I go with an established name, or do I go with a relatively new name for the last spot?
I thought you used like a random number generator. Like how long you took it? You're like, yo, whatever it lands on.
It did turn into a random number generator. I'll be honest with
you. Yeah. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. That's a cool Final Four. Like, I don't know if I like that more than Pete's. And obviously, when you're done, I'm gonna have to hear what Sora said because I stepped out, so like I kind of missed everything. But continue to. So wait. Okay. So Final Four is in the order of elimination.
I could tell you who Sora picked as the winner if you want.
No, finish yours and then we'll come back to Sora because I'm trying to analyze yours and see which one I like the most.
Most
what's it?
eliminations would be Nia Jax because of
Okay,
fucking course.
Of course, man, you guys. Okay.
The only other,
there's so many big women.
The only other name that would make sense for most eliminations would be Charlotte. And since I would have her starting the match, it would make sense.
I can't wait when I go because I'll literally say like so many names out of my ass and then you'll be like, yeah, you literally see all of them. You know, I feel like Nia is just like the. Like, don't get me wrong, that's just a safe answer.
Yeah, no.
But you could have just gotten like cool about it. But it is
not to tickle your fancy, but yeah, I'll say Charlotte.
Well, Charlotte for what?
Most eliminations.
Oh hell yeah! See, that's different.
Let her have her Brock Lesnar moment.
Hell yeah! See that? Yeah, that's different and realistic. Like I can't be mad about that. But okay,
order
of eliminations. Yeah.
Order of elimination. I would have. I'd have Nia be eliminated first.
Makes
by
sense.
Lyra Valkyria.
By Lyra or like the all team on Nia?
Well, the other two team Nia first. Nia pushes them off. She gets arrogant, like turns her back and starts taunting, and then like Lyra hits Nia from behind, like out of nowhere, like drop kick or whatever, like kind of like what Maven did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
And then Nia can pull Lyra under the ropes and just beat the dog shit out of her for a while.
Okay, I like that.
And then Roxanne can be eliminated by Io while Lyra's getting her ass beat.
Okay.
So that Io thinks she's won the match, but then Lyra comes in. And Lyra tries blind signing Io, but Io avoids elimination. And then you get to like a 5 or 6 minute showcase of those two just going to town on each other, like near elimination after near elimination, until finally Io pulls off the upset win. And Io wins the Rumble.
Okay. So wait, what about spoiling Sora's choice to win it? Like, did all y'all just choose like different people to win Rumble?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Shit, man. I might have to keep that same streak going then. Okay. Okay. All right. So before
and Pete said a lot of the names for surprise returns that I was thinking of, but I was also thinking Kelly.
Oh yeah.
Like she would be a fun return.
Hell yeah.
Mickie James, if she's still able to come back, would be another good name.
I can definitely see Mickie. Hell yeah. Hey Mickie, you so fine, you're so fine, hey Mickie.
And I don't know if she's still in AEW or not, or if she left, but if she left...
Paige?
Yeah. He knew. In a perfect world, we would hear that scream one last time.
I could be wrong.
I'm not gonna lie. The
wrong, but I think she's not with TNA. I don't think she's with AEW anymore.
No, that theme song would be crazy because if we hear "Whoa, tear the stars off from the sky," like you know that place, dude. That pop might be bigger than Alexa's pop last year. Like that ass and she comes out.
I think that'd be comparable to Edge's return, honestly.
Yo, I didn't even really take it in like that. Paige really is like the Edge,
female, like a counterpart of Edge.
Yeah, she low-key is. What the heck? It's crazy you said that name out of all the names that are being jailed in AEW though. Wasn't there jailed in like, or was a part of AEW. Like that's crazy that you said her though.
She's my favorite out of the ones that are there or were there.
Interesting.
I loved Paige back in the day. You kidding me?
I know. Well, the thing is, I loved her ever since like NXT. Even though I was a huge fan of Emma too. But
Yeah.
ooh, that's another one, by the way.
That would be another one, yeah.
Oh my god, that would be a pop too. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man. All right, so this is, I guess, the point where you kind of help me out with the. So, who did who was Sora's the final four? If you remember, Silver.
His final four. I know Io and Asuka were two of them.
Okay.
No.
No. God damn, Silver. All right, say more names.
Asuka was one of them.
Asuka was one, yeah.
Yeah. What was the other?
What were the others?
Roxy, Lyra, and Bailey. And I said Lyra accidentally eliminates Bailey. That's the first one.
Okay.
And then gets eliminated afterwards, and then it's between Roxy and Asuka ends up winning. And I did say, for the record, I was between Jordan Grace and Lash Legend getting the most eliminations, and probably lean more towards Lash.
Who was the first two that started the match for you?
I had it starting Raw, you know, Maxine Dupree versus Becky.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Even though at this point, like, it probably makes more sense for Natty and Maxine, but like, hey, you know, shit. the Becky one still, I guess, kind of makes sense. Okay. Okay. All right. So my turn. I thought about it.
Three winners so far.
The what now?
3 different winners so far.
I know, and I got to play with that same, like, even though sadly I'm not gonna reveal who. Actually, I will reveal who. After I'm done, but I agree with one of y'all winners. Like, in the sense of, like, I don't know if that's what I want, but that's definitely what I literally envisioned. Sadly, but you know, if it's the others one day, you know, like that were mentioned in the, I'd be really cool with those ones. But it is what it is. So I really thought about it, and I came with deadlocked with like, I thought about 2 different, like, ones and twos, and ultimately, like, I'm trying to really figure out, like, which one I like more between. So the first one that I really like is Kyrie and Io. I low key see, like, Io kind of being like the Iron Woman of the match. So, like, it just makes sense if she comes out at 2 or comes out at 1, and Kyrie comes out at 2. So, like, that's like what I really want to latch onto. But then at the same time, I thought about, like, other scenarios. Some funnier than others, but, like, I guess I'll give you, like, 3 scenarios that are, like, I think most likely and least likely. The most likely I do see is the Kyrie and the Io thing, because, like, Kyrie's duty was like, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to help Asuka win the Rumble, and, like, she's gonna, like, be in a Rumble from the very beginning to, like, ensure that when Asuka comes in, like, you know, nothing can ever bad happen to her. The other one, just to maybe rekindle, like, a rivalry of the past, I do see, like, Charlotte and Rhea starting the match. Because the thing is, like, they made a partnership and a friendship or whatever when it came to, like, War Games, but, like, they said that shit was done. And I still, like, you know, like, yeah, I tolerated you when it comes to War Games and this and that, but, like, now it's like, you know, we're going our separate ways. We're trying to compete for, like, the tag titles and da. So it just makes sense where, like, one of them being the tag team champions and the other one being the former tag team champions is going at it. And that's a good number 1 and a good number 2. So that would actually get the, you know, crowd really hyped, you know, and who's the more, you know, the alpha woman. And then I thought about it again. I'm like, that would be the best scenario, but the funniest scenario would actually be if it's like Charlotte and Alexa start the match, because they're actually tag team partners, and that means they're gonna have to beat each other up before number 3 comes out. And the idea of that standstill where it's like, oh, I'm about to turn against, or I'm about to, like, you know, lay hands on, you know, my tag team partner, is always like something, like, I feel like that would be interesting in a Rumble match. So, but I think that's least likely in comparison to the other 2. So ultimately, I'm going to go with the Kyrie and Asuka one. I'm the Kyrie and the Io one. When it comes to most eliminations, there's plenty of names you could really give. Like, Nia Jax is just the base standard one. But as, like, what Sora said, you got a Jordan Grace, somebody who was in NXT, calling herself the Juggernaut, trying to be, like, basically a modern day China. why don't you want her have like a modern day like China performance? Like you gave Nia Jax so many years where she's just being useless and getting RKO'd and getting 619 and getting like fucking all this bullshit. Like, yo, dude, I'm done with this shit. Like, you know, we've seen it before when it came to the women's battle royal and evolution. Is like I'm done with like just Nia just being like the standard when it comes to that. Last Legend, another person too. Like, you know, she has the size, she has the frame, she can, you know, she proves that she is like one of the powerhouses of WWE. I can see them latching on with her with the most eliminations. Other names: Rhea Ripley, Charlotte. But the one I'm gonna go with, because I really think she is the monster right now in WWE. I think she is like bar none, like the ooh. See, the thing is that would be cool, like, but like I feel like I would have mentioned Jade, but Jade's champion. Jade would have went crazy in the Rumble, but like the fact that she has the title means like she's not going to be in the Rumble. So I'm gonna go with who I believe is the powerhouse of the women's division and the most threat when it comes to like anyone, which is Raquel Rodriguez. She's my pick to getting the most eliminations, and I'm gonna tell you this right now: she's gonna get 10 eliminations. She's gonna clear half that shit, bro, because she's gonna do anything and everything to get to Steph. And she's gonna be like, you know, whether she wins a Rumble match or not, she's gonna have that good of a performance where she gets Steph ultimately. You know, so whether it's like a elimination chamber victory, I don't give a fuck. Like, or a Rumble win, that would be cool. But she's gonna need most eliminations. When it comes to surprise names, so this is what I was thinking about, and I guess you guys can kind of like revision your list. I'm thinking like we're gonna have a good balance of like legends and NXT talent. So when it comes to legends, I do agree with the name like Mickie James. I do agree with potentially maybe like Molly Holly, this and that. But like I want like the other legends that like we haven't seen in a long time. Like what Sora said, like Tori Wilson, that shit would be really cool. My personal picks, like I'm a huge fan of Melina. Melina being in this Rumble and Candice Michelle too. Them two being in the Rumble would just get a good reaction out of me. So that would actually be really cool. And I guess maybe like depending on like the contract situations, because I don't know like what's going on with like the AEW town, but like a Tony Storm or like a fucking like Ember Moon, like I don't know if they're being like locked up because like if they actually got out of the jail, which is like the Sasha Banks jail, whatever, like I could see that shit happening. But I see them really just being like it's gonna just be one name. So like hopefully it's like I guess a cool like returning name or maybe like a Legends name. I'm more interested when it comes to the NXT town because I'm NXT pro here. So my NXT picks for the women in no particular order: Tatum Paxley, Blake Monroe. She's gonna have a great performance. Like I hope they just they push her to the moon and they give her a good number. By the way, Thea Hale and I'm gonna say Lola Black. But they could do something where they can have more than just those. And I think if there's any other ones that wouldn't make the mix as much as I wouldn't care to see her, it would probably be what you call it? What's her name, bro? I'm forgetting that. Jada Parker. I think
you're
Jada
not
Parker,
gonna mention Sol Ruka at all.
No, she's not. No, she's not. I don't see her in a Rumble. Like it would be cool for her to be in a Rumble because she can soul snatch people, this and that. But I think she's too busy with the whole Zaruka thing. And the thing is, if you're gonna put Soul in, you gotta put Zaruka in. But if you or Zarya in,
Yeah,
if you
I
put
mean,
Zarya,
this is like the Royal Rumble of like tag teams.
I know, but the thing is, you can't have too much tag teams. Is what I'm trying to say. Because there's one thing when you have all the main roster tag teams, then you're gonna put NXT tag teams in there too. Nah, NXT it's got to be like a solo standout. Because the thing is, this is the issue that I have. If you put Soul in, I think Zarya's not going to be in. And then when Zarya's not in, then guess what it does? It just puts more dissension and jealousy and all that bullshit, and they're just going to have like a nasty breakup. So I'd rather just them not being a part of it all. I think the world needs to see who Tatum Paxley is. The world needs to see who Blake Monroe is. The world needs to see who Thea Hale is because she's fucked, man. Like former freaking North American champion by accident. And then Lola, obviously, because she's the hottest. Like legitimately, like figuratively and like metaphorically. Like, so it's like you have to like showcase her, and you could fit Jada in because she came back in time. So those are like my predictions when it comes to and if I'm wrong about that, it is what it is. And Final Four, I would say, will be. I don't think I have that much of a. See, this is the thing. Oh my god. Well, I have like an alternate Final Four of like something I don't want to see happen, and then I have like a real Final Four. So I'm assuming like what I can see for the real Final Four. Man, should I just like fucking take somebody out just for the sake of the narrative? I guess I'm gonna do that just for the sake of the narrative. I think the final is gonna be Io, Rhea, Liv, and Julia.
Io, Rhea, Liv, Julia. Okay.
Yeah. And I see the order of eliminations where it comes down to. How would I even do this, man?
Tough.
How would I even do this, man? Who would I eliminate? I will say Julia is trying to eliminate Io. Rhea comes from the save, but like Julia dodges and like Rhea eliminates Io. In that shock, that's where Liv takes advantage and she eliminates Rhea. And then the final two is Julia and Liv. No. You know what? No, I'm gonna play to like Liv's weakness because what I noticed like if history like because the thing about Liv is like she's always like the bride's girl, but no, yeah, exactly. She's the bride's girl, but never the bride, and she always is the cause of like of somebody's loss. So I think there's gonna be a scenario where like Io's gonna be shocked about Rhea's gonna be shocked to eliminate Io. Liv's gonna try taking advantage. She's gonna miss, and then Rhea's gonna go for a boot, and then out of nowhere, like Julia's gonna come dropkick both of them and then just fucking win the match. And it's gonna be a scenario where it just repeats again, where like Liv did something stupid that got like Rhea eliminated, and then Julia just wins it all. And that's my pick. But with that being said, because I know they're just gonna fucking do
for
some.
For a moment there, I thought me and Pika were on the same page.
No. So with that being said, yeah, like see, this is why I
was about to start singing for the first time in forever.
Hey, I chose the better Asian. I hate to say it. I chose the better Asian wrestler. Because I didn't admit to sorry, but I gotta tell the world, bro. I am the CEO of Julia. Like I have so much stocks on her. Like ultimately, what I'm trying to say is like whatever like magic in a bottle that Stephanie got, and like how she got pushed to the moon. I'm telling you, 2026 is gonna be Julia's year. She's gonna have like some type of breakout moment, and it's gonna be fucking crazy. But with that being said, though, this is why I really, really wish I had Pirate because I would rather Pirate say this and not me. But on an off chance that they just do some bullshit and my girl Julia doesn't make it in the Final Four, because she was my pick to win it all, because that's what I really want to see. In the realistic standpoint, the Final Four still stays the same, or the Final Four like kind of stays the same, but instead of in that Julia spot, it is the return of Bianca Belair. She comes in, House of Fire, eliminates fucking Io, eliminates freaking Liv. It's the final two is again freaking Rhea and Bianca. And Bianca fucking does the unthinkable and she eliminates Rhea. And you're gonna be like, what? How does that make any sense? We don't like that crap, yada, yada, yada. And then you realize, oh, we got Jade Cargill as a champion. She doesn't have a match at WrestleMania. Uh-oh. If she's the only person storyline that would make sense, that would be like a cool build up to WrestleMania would be Jade. Would be Bianca and Jade. So Ultimately, like as much as I don't want to see that, as much as I don't want to see the return of Bianca, is because I feel like Loki, like the division's actually. It depends on who you're asking. Because like to me, I like the new faces and the fact that like everything feels kind of fresh about Bianca in the mix. But the thing is, when you really think about it, she's been gone for so long that you don't even remember her being champion. Like so when one motherfucker told me like, oh, the last time she was a champion like, was 4 years ago, I was like, whoa, that's insane. That she was like, it was like 4 years ago when she was the last champion. But with that being said, it's I don't see WWE just being like, okay, you come back and you're not winning. You know, she is gonna be like, you know, the Brock Lesnar, the Roman, the fucking, you know, the unstoppable force in that women's division, and yeah, and what better way than just to eliminate, I guess, the best crowd. But I hope they do something different and to give it like Julia like the ultimate push. So I'm gonna go with Julia. And you know, to cyber to what I noticed about all our predictions, like we all went with Asian girls except for freaking Pete. God damn it, Pete. Pika, man. No, you could have said Kyrie, man. Because if you said Kyrie, freaking Source said Oscar, you said Io, and I said Julia, bro. Dude, we would have been complete. Damn. But yeah. Any, I guess,
critiques? Our 4-way would have been complete.
Yeah. Anyways, any critiques or anything you got to say about how I deduced the Rumble? Was there anything you have questions about or no?
I was a big fan of it until you decided to say Bianca.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm speaking for Power because he's not here. Like, if messages so he can actually come because I know he's gonna say that. So the thing is, like, why do I just keep this portion like, you know, like unset? I didn't want to say that. You know, I said Julie. So like that's why I preface that. You know, it just makes sense because Jade's champion. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
I know.
Yeah. So, but take this in though. If Julia wins though, we know damn well who she's choosing. She's not choosing no freaking Jade. she's getting her win back. And you know that makes sense, all right? Because you know freaking Steph beat her in the double title unification match, bro. Like, oh man, that's gonna get that.
All right, let us move on to the men's Royal Rumble match. And I'll start this one.
Okay.
Because I'm going to introduce probably the worst case scenario in WWE history with this. Not that it's my actual pick, but I could see it.
Wait.
And it would be a disaster.
You're talking about like the people starting the match?
The person who wins the match.
Why would you start to like go in order? The fuck?
No. I'm saying when I get.
When you get to it.
Yeah. When I get to it, like. But we'll start with the 15 names confirmed as of now for the men's Royal Rumble match. Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, Penta, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Braun Breaker, Logan Paul, Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, Javon Evans, and Oba Femi, the NXT champion. Let us start with the opening two. One of them, even though I'm not sure how much sense it would make from a story perspective, but I kind of want Braun to start the match so that he can go on that dominant Iron Man run. And a good first opponent for him would be let's have some fun with this. let's make the number 2 entrant the NXT champion Obafemi. Let two big boys go to war with each other for a while. Most eliminations would be Braun Breaker because they're trying to establish him as the next big star. Final 4. Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns, Cody, and the person who comes out at number 30 after retiring AJ earlier in the night. Gunther.
Oh my god, bro! I wish Pete's fucking mic wasn't broken. I wish Byron was here did that shit, bro. You would have fucking. Oh my god, bro! That would have fucking been funny. Oh my god. Damn.
Because just imagine the image of Gunther systematically eliminating all 3 of those men to win the Rumble after retiring AJ Styles. That would be the most nuclear heat moment in WWE history.
You say that, but like, I don't think that's ever gonna be what we saw in Saturday Night's main event, though.
It would certainly add more fuel to the fire.
It would, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if like how much of it would be like, oh yeah, we're mad at Gunther, or how much we mad at the booking. You know what I mean?
It would be both, honestly. But I think people would be more mad at the booking at this point.
Exactly. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think even Gunther can capitalize on that heat because he's not that charismatic.
Yeah, but yeah, I wanted to throw that out there, but what will probably actually happen is same Final 4. You have let's see. You have Braun eliminate Roman. Gunther eliminate Cody. No, I'm sorry. Cody eliminate Gunther. And then you have Braun Breaker eliminate Cody Rhodes to win the Rumble.
Okay.
So I predict Braun Breaker to win the Rumble.
That's a good one.
As my actual non-joke answer. Joke answer is Gunther, but non-joke answer is Braun Breaker to establish him as the next big star. And that begs the question: who would Braun face? I would not have him face CM Punk again. So, going by the logic of we predicted Sammy to beat Drew. You have Braun Breaker take the title from Sami Zayn at WrestleMania. Or at least that's how I would envision it. As for surprise returns, got the obvious one out of the way. If it's going to happen, it would be the return of the King of my world, Christopher Jericho Irvine.
That'd be good.
I would also like to see, even though the odds of it happening are slim to none, but I would like to see Big E make his in-ring return in the Rumble.
That'd be good. Imagine he makes a return for Saudi, though. That's funny.
I would also want the return of Kevin Owens.
Oh my god.
in this Rumble.
See, that's the thing that actually pisses me off, though. Like, if you're saying he's okay, let's say he is in the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Like, how far is he making it?
Final 6, but not Final 4.
See, now you see that's the disrespectful shit I'm talking about. I think he does make it in the Final Four if he's in the Rumble.
He should, but I just
No, he should. He is because like he's literally been gone for like a full year now. Like it's like literally like those examples where like like Cena's been gone for so long, he comes back, wins the Rumble. Oh, Edge is gone for so long, comes back. Like this is like a career-threatening injury, and you're telling me KO doesn't even like make it to the Final Four? You're out of your mind. And it's in fucking Saudi. You know that pop's gonna be monstrous.
Okay, I did not know how severe the injury was. I just know that he's been injured for a while.
Man, this is like okay. Fair.
Well,
fair.
I'm being real.
No, fair. But I don't know how you wouldn't know. But like, fair. Like, what the fuck? How would you not know? You should know how severe it was because it made Randy lose his match at Mania last year, and it was so bad, and we haven't seen him since. So like, come on.
Yeah,
man.
but I didn't remember what the actual injury was.
It's a neck injury, man. Because he got his neck fucked up in the unsanctioned match.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You forgetting the Alabama slam through the fucking ladder, man? This guy, I don't know how he did that shit. And he finished the match too. That's what's even crazy.
No, I remember the Alabama slam. I didn't know he got injured in that spot.
I would assume that would be because he had a neck injury. Like, well, what spot in the match would have fucking been? But
yeah, it was probably a case of you didn't know how severe the injury was until after the match was done.
Right. That, and also like I'm just saying, like if he does make it in time, and like you're out of your mind if you don't put him in the Final Four, let alone actually win it. Like he's a better winner than Braun Breaker, and you know this.
Yeah,
but so like I don't know why you didn't go with the exciting pick if you thought about Owens. Like what? That's disrespectful, man. And the thing is, what you didn't even factor in too, because now that you said it, like I don't have to say it myself. It's like there's so much you could do with KO winning the Rumble, because the thing is, we're going with the precept that like Sammy won the WWE title. Boom, you fucking got your story, and it's fucking goated.
True enough.
Yeah, it was like, yo, I'm on one last run, bro. Like, and the one thing I'll do is like take the title that I risked my whole fucking livelihood for. Like, I really want to be Cody for that title, but you have that title now. I don't care if you're my friend, my brother, my life partner. You're fucking done. That's you're done. Like, and that's realistically where you can be like, okay, Sammy's a transitional champion because KO's back in the main event. But whatever.
Also, as like a quote unquote old school pick, because I think he's still alive. I think he can still go. But if I'm wrong, then I'm gonna feel stupid. I kind of want to see Hardcore Holly come back.
How do you like me now?
That's a name that we haven't seen in forever.
Oh, that was good a reaction to somebody. I thought you were gonna say Ken Shamrock, bro. You said fucking Hardcore Holly, bro.
I mean,
damn.
If it was in the States, I would say Ken Shamrock, but I don't think Ken would travel to Saudi Arabia for that.
But you think Hardcore Holly would? How do you like me now?
I say that under the hope that Hardcore Holly works backstage in some capacity, but I don't know.
Hey, this could be fake news. This could be source. Trust me, bro. Type of shit. Like someone's saying shit right now that he doesn't even know.
Most likely he's not, but the boyhood dream can dream.
Exactly. It's hardcore Holly, man. Come on.
Yeah, he's one of the unsung goats.
He's the motherfucker that created the Alabama Slam. Like, how do you like me now?
Yeah, he's the reason why I've been on the show for a year.
Like, I don't want to get to sleep soon.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, go.
So who I went with Raw last time for the women, so I'm going to go more SmackDown. And I'm going to start it off with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
Mm.
Because there's tension there. They have teamed up, and they said that it was like the last time that they've ever will team up, and now they get to face each other, kind of thing. Person with the most eliminations, I'm gonna go with Obafemi. That comes out at number 11.
Hey, good number.
Then a return. I want to see Christian.
Hey, if you close your eyes.
I mean, I'm gonna be closing my eyes soon, but
Mhm.
From NXT, Joe Henry,
Hey.
maybe Dion and Ricky.
Okay.
Those three names come to mind.
Mm.
Final four. Want to see Obafemi, Braun Breaker. I guess Cody Rhodes and I guess the young OG Javon Evans.
Mm.
Kind of want to see. Sadly, Javon kind of going out first.
Damn.
Then see Braun Breaker go out, and then it'd be like Cody Rhodes and Obafemi, and you would think Cody Rhodes would win and Oba would win, and he declares that yeah, he put his title down on that one episode of NXT and put it down because he was done with that. He wants to beat the best in the world and go after CM Punk.
Mm. Nice.
Damn, that's a swerve.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like it though.
Yeah. That's not who I would choose, but yeah.
Not who I would choose either, but hey, it would mix. It would definitely mix things up.
Definitely. That's unpredictable.
All right, Peter, have you fixed your shit?
I see the
No.
shit flashing, which is that's what's confusing. Okay. So I thought about like what all y'all are saying, and it's like, always put like, the heavy hitters in the beginning and all that jazz, but it's like you already did that for the women. Like, why the fuck would you want like the same for the men? Why don't you use this opportunity for number one and number two to showcase the talent, the future? So, and what I mean by that is like, yeah, you guys did mention like, like some young talent, this and that, but I'm talking about like like undercard people that just deserve that spotlight. That would actually be really cool because there's number one, number two. I feel like low-key these guys are in the running of actually having the Iron Man performance in the Royal Rumble match. So my number one, lucky number one, is the greatest. Ain't no hating. He's the best. You want your shot? You gotta wait until next year. You're U.S. champion, Carmelo Hayes. And you're gonna be like, whoa. You started the U.S. champion? What the heck is this? This is okay. Are we gonna have like another open challenge? Like, who's gonna answer the call? You know, and then you realize who number two is. You're like, oh, that's a story that just keeps on giving, which should be one of your favorites over fucking the Russian Ilya Dragunov. And I want them to go crazy throughout the whole match, have people come in, this and that, but like at the same time, just don't interrupt their 1v1 type of thing. Whereas like they interrupt it, then once they get the elimination, then they continue fighting again, being like, yo, I'm the best US champion. I'm the best US champion. And they can beat the shit out of each other because they're young. And then they can hit the H-bombs and they can hit the fucking, the nothing but nets and this and that. And it'll be just a showcase where everyone's like, oh, so this is the shit that we've been missing on SmackDown. This is why like SmackDown is like kind of like the A show on the main roster because of the U.S. title open challenge, and it showcases the former champion, the current champion, and the young talent. As you know, they're just peak talent basically. The world gets to see it. So, with the most eliminations, I have to agree with one of y'all, and I think you said Braun Breaker, right, Silver?
Yep.
I hate to say it, bro. You're incorrect because Soro's right. Because it just makes all the sense in the world to have the guy straight from NXT be the guy to like be that that monstrous force. Because this is gonna be like a lot of people's first time seeing who Oba is. You had all this time building who Braun Breaker is and this and that, and the thing is like, does he need to get the eliminations to be that force in that match or to even win the match? No, he just needs to go. I spear you, I spear you, I spear you. You get a spear, you get a spear, you get a spear. Everybody gets a spear. He doesn't even need to eliminate one person because if he just kills the whole roster, and he's the only one standing, it's just gonna be a cool visual.
True.
So why not just give it to the actual the Rula? Like it just makes all the sense in the world. And I think he's gonna probably get like 11, 12. I think he's gonna break the record. Well, whatever Kane's record was, actually is getting broken. I'm telling you this, man. He's gonna probably break the modern day one, which is I forgot what the modern day maybe it was Strowman. I don't know.
I was about to say, didn't Roman set that record?
Set that record? No, because Kane had that record. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but didn't Roman eliminate like 14, 15 people?
Why? Well, Rumble. Which Rumble? Yeah, because like he hasn't been in any recent ones aside from like last year. And then yeah, and he was in the one where he won.
I thought it was the 2018, like 2019 Rumble, somewhere around there.
No, definitely not the 2019. But yeah, so I'd say he should be the intimidating force. But if it ain't him, some other like substitute names that would actually be really cool would be like, I don't know, like Bronson Reed. That would actually be a cool name to get the most eliminations. Who else would be a cool one?
Oh, no, you're right. Kane holds all-time record for total Royal Rumble eliminations with 46.
Right.
Or 45.
Right.
Single Rumble record is 13.
And who has
held jointly by Brock Lesnar and
that's
from the 2020 Rumble and Braun Strowman from the 2018 Greatest Royal Rumble.
Yes, yeah. So he's breaking that 13 threshold. He's gonna get.
Okay, so I was right about the year. Just the person was wrong.
Yeah, he's gonna get the 14 eliminations. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna get the 14 eliminations. Okay. And what I was gonna say, yeah, he's gonna come. I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna come relatively early. I'll say like in the first to 10 slots, I believe. But if he comes out like let's say like I don't know, like 15 or 16, then there's gonna have to be a lot of people in the ring for him to just go crazy.
Roman Reigns eliminated 12 in 2014. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, that one. But yeah. So I'm trying to think real quick now. The people who I'd want to see as I'm gonna keep the the train going with the surprise returns. So obviously, Silver said Jericho, which is lackluster Canadian, no offense, and then Sora said Christian, which is another lackluster Canadian. Let me talk about the greatest Canadian of all time. The song that when we all hear it, it's just gonna make us like cry in tears. Like I don't care if we seen it before, we're gonna see it again. And just coming back again. You think you know me? I don't give a fuck. That's the big surprise that's going to be in the Saudi Rumble, and you're gonna be like, "What?" I'm almost certain this AEW should have done. I'm dead ass almost certain, bro. Like he has not been like featured in that, and P could like probably vouch if it's Mike wasn't fuck because he's the only one that watches AEW. But I think he's a free agent. He has to be at this point because his contract had expired sometime last year. So he's my big surprise one. I will say from NXT, there's only one that I really want to see. Everything else it's in the end one because obviously Evans is going to be in the Rumble because he's on the main roster. Freaking Ova's going to be because he's coming. Trek is going to be, so it's like I don't know, but the only true one that I want to see for the men's is the guy who's been carrying NXT, the guy who's been doing all the work, the guy I would even say that's currently not only the face of NXT but was NXT Superstar of the Year of 2025. And that's our North American champion, who happens to be the greatest North American of all time, Ethan Page. And dare I say, not only the greatest North American, just maybe flat out just the greatest Canadian of all time, bro. Like, look at his moves. He got the Ego's Edge. He got the Confidence Breaker, which is so much better than the Code Breaker. Like, come on, man. And then he has the Twisted Grin. Like, he's the slice of everything. He's actually the jack of all trades and master of everything. It just seems like at this point. But does he have what he takes to run the gauntlet? Because I low-key think he might get like one of the lower numbers. Because if he gets like in the 20s, there's a good chance Ethan can win it all. But the likelihood of that happening, I rarely see it. So now the final four. So there's a final four I want to see, and then there's a final four that I think is gonna happen. So I'm going to say the final four that I think is going to happen. And I think that's the one I'm probably going to lock in. But, and then the final one I want to see, it is what it is at that point. I see. Ooh, let me really think about it real quick. I think I'm going to say... Do I want to lock that four in? Fuck it. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Obafemi, and the guy who probably, I hate to say it, this over is probably onto something with this. The number 30, Gunther. And that's actually the final four.
Damn, that pained you to say that, huh?
It does. Because that's not the final four I would ever want in my reality, but it is going to be the final four. I see Oba getting the surprise elimination on Gunther. And that's gonna like shock the audience, and it's gonna get the biggest pop of the night, especially if he retires AJ. They're gonna be like, "Yo, fuck this guy," and it's gonna be like to the point where people are gonna be like, "Yo, I want to see this guy win now because he eliminated Gunther." Then Roman, it's gonna be a three-way, so it's Roman, Cody, and Oba, and this is where the crazy shit that contradicts everything that Sora's been talking about with the whole thing. It's gonna get to a point where not only Cody's gonna realize that Oba's OP because he broke the record, even the tribal chief is gonna acknowledge the dominance that Oba's been doing in this freaking in this Royal Rumble match, and they're both gonna try their utmost best to eliminate Oba. And every opportunity to do it, it's not working. It's not working. He's too monstrous. He's hitting the fucking fall from grace. He's hitting the bench tosses. He's having a performance where you're thinking, yo, this guy's the next big thing. What the fuck? And the thing is, just to add on with the fear, Brock is gonna be in this Rumble. And guess who's eliminating Brock? And it's gonna be the deciding number that makes him break the record. Oba family. So when Oba eliminates Brock, it is the shock of the century. That's where Cody and Roman are gonna be like, okay, hold on. This guy eliminated not only Brock, he eliminated practically half the mission, half of Judgment Day. Who else would be a cool name? Yeah, Breaker gets eliminated by Oba. It's just he's just gonna be on a monster streak where he just eliminates the Go-Go. And I hate to say it, Sammy's probably gonna have another shot if he doesn't beat Drew, and Oba fucking eliminates Sammy too. You're just gonna have everybody be like, "What the fuck? He's eliminating every winner. What the fuck is going on here?"
Not my goat.
Yeah, so ultimately, yeah, that happens, and then a mistake happens where Cody accidentally eliminates Roman. Roman's fuming from that shit. Like he's like, "There's no way, you did that shit, like and that's probably gonna set them to have a trajectory going into like WrestleMania type of shit. Then, why would I even book this shit? Just when you realize it's Cody and Oba, and it's gonna be a scenario where like, oh my god, Cody's actually gonna win, his third fucking Rumble. That's when, Cody realized that the American Nightmare is only a fucking pleb to the ruler that is Oba Femi. Cody's gonna realize that his arms are too small to box with a god. And he's gonna get the fall from grace. We're gonna get the result that we should have got at Saturday's main event before Drew ruined it. And he's gonna fall from grace Cody out of the Royal Rumble match. I don't know if he's gonna get caught by somebody. I don't know if he's gonna take that full back bump. But he's done, bro. We're gonna see the most dominant, performance, and Oba just does it, and the crowd goes nuts. And just like that, you just created a future main event. Not only a future WrestleMania main eventer, because he's probably gonna main event at WrestleMania at that point. The main event player. You just created another Roman, another Brock, another like star that you literally can give him all the titles and actually give him like that monstrous push. You don't need Gunther anymore because Oba's here. Oh, by the way, yeah. So that's the thing too. Like if you look at a list of all the people who he's eliminating the ghosts of the goats. So you just got like the ultimate rub in that match, and that's ideally my prediction of how I see the match going, realistically. Now, if you truly want to know what I want with the Final Four, the Final Four. I hate to say it because Oba still does what he does, and he makes it to the Final Four. But his only competition at that point is AJ Styles. After somehow keeping his career on tag, he enters the Rumble and probably at number 30 to eliminate Gunther and get him out of here. And Gunther comes out maybe at like 26 or 27 type of thing. And it's like, not only did I bitch you out and beat you or whatever, or whether it's a DQ finisher, like whatever happened, I eliminated you too. So it's like an ultimate like blood feud, and they're gonna probably have the the third rubber match at that point. So yeah, Oba, AJ. Oh my god.
He wants Gunther completely dead and buried.
Yes, I do. Yes,
you love to see it.
Yes, I do, because it's so worth it. It's so worth it. AJ's the one doing it. All right. Fuck it. The most over man for this very point of the match, and probably all of WWE currently right now, Kit Wilson in the final four, man. And the person who's actually really going to come out at number 30, in my opinion, because I did mention AJ, but like I think low-key AJ might come out like a number after Gunther, so he just refuses Gunther to ever get anything in this Rumble. So if Oba's not the one to eliminate Gunther, it's going to be AJ, but regardless. Or it could be a scenario where like, oh my God, it could be a scenario where Oba just eliminates AJ and Gunther at the same time. God damn, that shit would be cool as fuck. Okay, the final name. The name that like nobody somehow mentioned, and I'm assuming Pete would have mentioned or Pyro would have mentioned it if they got their turn to talk for the video. The sentimental favorite, the one that's probably gonna get the biggest reaction out of all the biggest reactions that whole night. The megastar, L.A. Knight. Yeah, he comes back, instantly eliminates freaking Kit Wilson. AJ freaking probably has a moment where he just like literally gets dumbfounded by Oba, and like Oba eliminates maybe AJ, and fucking actually no and then LA Knight just comes out of nowhere and just fucking he tosses everybody out, and LA Knight wins as he should, and that's my honest to God true pick to win it all. If it ain't Oba, it has to be LA Knight. Yes, you can have a cool moment with Sammy. Yes, you can have a cool moment with AJ Styles winning it. Because imagine because that's another story that no one's in this video was really talking about. Imagine we're really like at the point where like, oh, AJ's done and this and that, and it's just a big swerve to kind of make us think like, oh, AJ's done, but then they just give him the Rumble victory. That's some fucking master booking if they do that shit. But the thing is, like, there's only some practicalities you can kind of do to get away with that shit. So either it's a DQ finish or like he actually legitimately beats Gunther, and Gunther gets mad about that shit. Hell, the scenario that I would even want is like Gunther gets mad that he lost to AJ, fucking beats somebody and takes her spot, Jey Uso, and then fucking gets humbled by AJ when he comes out right after. That's realistically what should happen. But so ultimately, yes. And I will say this ahead of time, because I know like maybe that's something Pete's gonna say. If they give Roman this Rumble, man, they wasted this Rumble, and it's probably gonna be really telling to what type of year of wrestling we're gonna get. Like we're either gonna get a year that's equally as bad as last year, or it might be even worse. So hopefully, out of all the names they mentioned, whether it's Sammy, whether it's AJ, whether it's Oba, whether it's Breaker, whether it's
Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson, the true winner of the Rumble. Just don't let Roman win. You could even let Brock win it as well. I don't give a fuck. Just do not let Roman win. Actually, I would not want Brock winning, but I want Brock to actually have a dominant performance. Like my goal for the match and for a prediction for Brock, he's eliminating all division. Like he has to.
Because we don't break.
Yeah, we don't fold. Yeah, Austin Theory's the first one out, by the way. Like he's gonna actually Logan's gonna be the first one out. Then it's gonna be Austin. Then it's gonna be Bronson, and then Breaker's gonna probably be the one to eliminate Brock, hopefully. But he's gonna
there's two people that you absolutely cannot let win the Rumble.
Yeah, Roman's
one of them. Cody's the other.
Yes. Yeah, Cody can't. But the thing is, Cody.
And he'll have won 3 out of the last 4 Royal Rumbles.
Right. Which basically means he won 3 in a row. If we're being completely honest, like we're not even really going to count last year because that match it almost seemed like it didn't really exist. Like no one even remembers who the winner was, and no one even remembers what happened. Like if we're being completely honest.
Well, Cody was not in that Rumble though, because he was the champion.
No. So the narrative would be like this is a 3 in a row that Cody's been in. Exactly. So we can't see that happen, but at the same time, it's like I wouldn't put it past them. But it's still better than Roman. I hate to say it. Like, but by how much? Not by much. It's equally shit. And the thing is, like, you still waste this spot. But the thing is, at least with Cody, you can say he's not a part-timer. we're gonna legitimately see him every week, despite us not even wanting him to win. But when Roman wins, we're probably gonna see him at Elimination Chamber and then WrestleMania, and maybe the night before, the Raw before WrestleMania. But
I'm gonna get going.
yeah.
All right.
Good night.
All right, take it easy, Sora. All right, did P fix his shit, bro? Like, come on, man.
I didn't want to say it, but I think Pete fell asleep a while ago.
You think so? What, did you
With the
call
way
him or
his
message
mic-
him?
I
'Cause I don't
can't
get-
call him without being forced out of the Discord call.
But you can send him a
But I
text,
can
right?
text him.
Yeah. Well, you said he fell asleep. What, you can hear him snoring?
Well, not that I can hear it, but with the way the mic is flashing, it's picking up something.
It's picking up something, but there's no audio, so it makes me think his mic is fucked.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
You just message him real quick.
Yeah, text him, and then text Pyro to see if he does respond at the last minute. I doubt it at this point, but it'd be cool to get his perspective. Damn it, brother. So if what you're saying is true, the Silver, then it's like fuck. And P didn't get to hear. Not P. P didn't get to hear the masterpiece that I created in both scenarios. Fuck. The men's and the women, huh?
If that is the case, then we can end now.
You don't want to do an outro before we actually end it?
Well, obviously I'm going to do an outro, but I'm just saying that we can end now, and if Pete wants to record, his men's Rumble prediction separately.
It doesn't matter at this point. Like, because the only thing would matter is like, if he does it separately, and then like he gets like Pyro or Patty or whatever, and then we could redo it again. It could be like a part 2 or whatever, but it would be just their predictions, not our predictions.
Correct.
But damn it, bro.
But I mean, I'm saying that if he does that, he can combine both into one video. Since
he can. He can.
We have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yep.
To edit.
Yep.
But
yeah. Oh, well, I was gonna say, before you actually hit the outro, like any final thoughts or anything that you would want to see, anything out of the blue, anything in regards to what I was saying about the show, anything you just came up, like anything that's on your mind.
I didn't say it during my part, but we gotta have a Joe Hendry entrance.
Yeah, so the thing about that, so Joe Hendry was a guy who, like, I forgot to. But the thing is, I just feel like it's not like I forgot. It's like I just know he's going to be in. Like, it's going to be a scenario where, like...
Which is why I didn't say Brock, because I just know he's going to be in.
Right. But the thing is, do you have, like, a creative way for him to be in a Rumble? Because I thought about something, like, on the fly right now.
Well, so I kind of am going to play off of something that you said when you mentioned LA Knight.
Right.
Like, you could have him come out, like, for his Rumble number. And he comes out with a microphone. He starts talking all this shit, on his way down to the ring, like bad mouthing everyone that's in the ring, blah blah blah.
Wait. Before you even say all this, I just actually no, say it because I'll preface something else and you're gonna be like, oh, but continue.
Well, preface it first because like the way I'm envisioning it, it doesn't matter if he's a face or a heel. It's just the type of character he is.
It does matter because the thing is, you don't know what's going on with.
What's going on with LA Knight?
They killed him off TV. So
Oh.
when he comes back, it's a surprise return, and like people are gonna lose their shit because he's been gone for like a month.
Oh.
That's why what you're saying show wouldn't work with him because they wouldn't do that to him. And it's like
I can't think of any of the characters that would come down to the ring holding a microphone, talking a bunch of shit to say his name. So you have the surprise like
I came up
say his name and he appears, like keep that gimmick alive for the Rumble without Joe being an actual entrant.
I came up with a scenario, but if they copy that shit, bro, I swear for God, bro, like they gotta give my royalties with that shit because I know they listen to this shit. Like after what we did for Survivor Series, I know they listen to our shit. So what I'm saying is, what's probably gonna happen is like let's say like either number 18 or 19, right? They're gonna be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then like no music hits, and like we're wondering like, yo, what's going on? Like, isn't somebody supposed to come out? And then basically you see like the gorilla position, and everybody's like kind of panicking. They're like, wait, well, where's number 18? Where's number 19? What's going on with this? And then Triple H does that thing where he did it with like Speed all those years ago. He's like, oh, what the hell's going on? Like there's somebody should be coming. Where? And then this is where the hilarious part comes in. Wait, who was supposed to come out of this number? R-Truth. Where's R-Truth? he put the show on pause. What the hell's going on here? And Triple H is panic because there's literally no celebrity. There's literally no like actual Speed or anybody to kind of save him in the situation. And he's like, damn it, you know what? I'm gonna try this, and if it works, it works. But if it doesn't work, then so be it. Joe Hendry. And then just Joe Hendry's theme song just playing. And then he just shows up out of nowhere. Like he's already at ringside. Like we don't even get the full entrance back. You see him smiling. And the instrument's like, oh my god, that actually worked. And then whatchamacallit? And this is real humor. So then we're still in the grill and we see Triple H like all happy to like Joe entered the match. And then R-Truth shows up and says, look, I'm here for my I'm here for the spot. And he's like, no, like your spot got taken by by Joe Hendry. And he's like, wait, what do you mean my Money in the Bank spot got taken? God damn it, I was trying to look for the ladder.
Yep.
I was trying to look for the ladder.
I can see it.
I'm trying to look for the ladder the whole time. Or some bullshit like that. If they do that shit, I swear to God, I'm telling you right now, you never heard that from nobody. If they do that shit, they listen to our show. If it's exactly Archie, then him just saying the Money in the Bank thing, and also like Triple H is saying him being the one saying Joe Hendry, they stole it from us. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, cool. Full credit. Go see you on that one.
Yep. All right. at least we ended the show on the funny note. But yeah, anybody who's listening, tell us your thoughts and opinions. Obviously, let us know the whole heated discussion in the middle of the show, even though it wasn't really that heated. Like, is it tackle or is it attack? Let us know. Let us know by liking the video, commenting for Sora, subscribing to Silver's right of things, and don't do anything at all for Pete. Because apparently, Pete just fell asleep for some reason. I don't know if that's true or not. Allegedly, what Silver said. Alleged.
If you support Pete, send him a binky. Because baby's taking a nap.
And also subscribe to his channel, the PD Awesome guest panel, because now we have a partnership. Like he is the AAA to our WWE. I hate to say it, but what I was trying to insinuate, because he was taking it seriously, was like, did he read the fine print? Because I'm not gonna lie, like I'm not saying like I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
I ain't saying Silver's a sly motherfucker. But he ain't messing with the broke.
No, what I'm trying to say is I know Silver ain't a part of those people, but he definitely does hang with those people. So he does know some really good lawyers that have some law abiding. What was it? Like Silverstein was his name, Silver. If you made him sign a Silverstein contract, Pete's fucked. Pete's fucked. That's all I'm saying. He's fucked. Because that's a blood oath right there, man. Like that's a like Jedi voodoo mind tricks right there. So,
you say that, and the funny part is, I've met a few Silversteins.
Oh,
in my career.
Someone's actually making
So
the ship happen.
I do have that connection.
Oh my god! I'm not, bro. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say just that name because apparently it's like insensitive or derogatory or whatever bullshit. But those people, man, they make some really good law-abiding contracts, and then Pete signed that shit. We're fucked. Oh, he's fucked at it.
Yeah.
Cause like all I'm saying is like wink wink, not really, but like Pete, if you ever make money on that channel, that shit's going to the Silver 20 Enterprises. I hate to say it. You fucked.
Mm-hmm.
All jokes aside, bro, like that is the goal for like all of us, like one of these days, like we get actual like a fan base, like to monetize these videos and actually get like a certain percentage would be so cool. It would be so cool. Cause I could be like, hey, you know what's over? Like, you got like what, like $10 from this video, bro? Order some freaking Chipotle, order some Taco Bell, man. Like you use that shit for something.
Order some Chipotle, order some Taco Bell.
Yeah.
More importantly, order yourself some Timmy's. Order yourself some Timmy Hortons,
dude.
Because I hear they're not doing so well.
Yeah.
In America, anyway.
Oh, in America. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, like, yeah, in America they're not doing well now. Well, the thing is, it depends on the season. Because if it's hockey season, Tim Hortons does really good. But when it's not hockey season, because Tim Hortons, they're the hockey what's it called? Main sponsor. Yeah, they're like the beer of like of a UFC. You used to have UFC has that one beer that they always like. Yeah, they're like that. They're tight like that. Mm-hmm. Well, that being said, I appreciate everybody's time for watching this. Enjoy that early Rumble because obviously. Oh, and another thing too, maybe not a guarantee, but could potentially be a guarantee. We never do these, but like obviously there are times like me and Silver and the gang we watch the pay-per-views live. But this might be an instance where we might just freaking like get our like live reactions to some of the stuff if everybody shows up. Like if I'm here, you're here, Pyro's here, Sour's here, and we're watching it early in the morning or in the afternoon at this point.
It would be 2 in the afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be like ideally. And what I'm thinking is like maybe we do the live reaction the moment the final four entrants come in or something like some. Maybe we do like a. Oh, actually, you know what? Fuck it, we'll talk with Pete about it because maybe we can test with the women's rumble and we do like a full like live reaction to that shit and we think that's actually cool and that reaction came out really good. Then we'll do it for the what you call the men. But and then it will be on either Pete's channel or our channel because Pete's gonna be the one recording it on Zoom. So
probably the one streaming on Zoom.
But the thing is,
see about him streaming and recording at the same time.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Does the recording because I think the recording is just a feature, right, on Zoom. Like it's not something.
It is.
So, and I'm assuming the streaming is also a feature too, right? Or is he doing it? So I wonder if you can do it. But that's hey, that's the question you got to figure out, Silver.
Yep, we'll find out.
Yeah. And then what we'll do too is
we can do a test before the show.
Yeah, if all that works and it does record, one thing I do want to do is upload it like privately, Silver, just to see if the video does get claimed for like a strike or whatever, or it gets blocked. I mean, not claimed. Because if it gets blocked, then what I would prefer is like we do like maybe like a censor bar or whatever, so we don't get the video striked,
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming the moment he starts recording it, it's gonna record the screen too of the stream. If it's just audio, then perfect. But if it's the full stream, then
it would most likely be the video too, because the way the Southworth interview happened is the way Zoom normally records.
Okay.
So, you see everyone's webcams and things like that.
Yeah. So what I think we could do, or what Pete could do, because Pete's pretty good at editing, I'm assuming. So it's like he records it for us, and then basically maybe put like the Royal Rumble poster, like maybe on on where the match screen is. Wait, I'm confused. Where he can have the Rumble on the bottom screen, right, and show our icons, right? Like how we did with the interview, right? Or no? Like when he streams, the stream doesn't take the full, like it doesn't cover us, right? Or does it cover us?
If anything, it would cover Pete's webcam.
But it won't cover us.
It shouldn't, but
Okay.
it would also depend on does the screen change when people talk, or will he keep it so that only his stream is front and center and everyone else is on the sides?
Yep. So that's something we're definitely. So remember all this, by the way, for because I do want to know like what his response is tomorrow. And then obviously, I'm gonna ask you all the stuff like outside of recording, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So if we come up with that, that's our treat for like the new year. It's for like anybody who's patient and was wondering like, oh, are there gonna be more videos on this 1220 channel? Like, yes, because we have a lot more like gaming stuff, which I'm not gonna really like tell on this video, but we got gaming content and we got like streaming content for.
We've had a few competitions recently that have been recorded that are in the process of being edited. So.
Yep. So expect more content this year, and I think
my final semester has just begun. So.
All right. So obviously,
4 more months.
Yeah. So obviously, what we could do is like obviously you're gonna be busy with this, your school stuff, but then at the same time, you can still upload all the stuff we previously recorded. So there's always gonna be content, So yeah. All right.
Yep.
With that, let the fine folks go home, Silver.
Thank you, everyone, for putting up with our stupidity and our amazing takes.
Hell yeah.
And the masterful booking of Kawhi.
Oh yeah, especially the Joe Hendry one. If they steal that shit, bro, I'm never gonna shut up about that shit. Like, I'll be like, bro, they did that shit. That shit better be on recording because I said that to somebody.
It's definitely on recording now.
Yep. And hopefully,
it's almost as bad as all the ideas they stole from NCWF over the years.
And that's the thing too. I low-key think, but like the thing is, like, there's nothing I can do to prove that. I low-key think there was a mole in NCWF then, because some of the stuff was hitting too close. I'm like, wait, does somebody have a direct line to WWE and we just don't know about this? Like, this can't be a coincidence. It happens like multiple times.
I mean, considering how some of the members of NCWF looked, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a mole somewhere.
Oh my god! Yeah, we definitely had some ugly.
I'm looking at you, Molby.
Yeah, we had some ugly some of my bitches on the show.
I'm looking at you, Mr. Easting.
I'm looking at you, FH. Because I know you freaking watch these videos. But yeah.
I wasn't going to go that far, but
I can go that far.
Since we are going that far, I guess I might as well stir the old proverbial. Well, let's see what way Silver wants to die today.
Yep. I'm ready.
Even though he was only an honorary member. I'm looking at you, HK.
Tell him you're calling him out. Tell him you're calling guys Booker T and Dolph Ziggler. Tell him.
We're coming for you, Wendy's.
Because Silver got 2K25, man. I got 2K25. If you guys want the smoke, like me and Silver, bro, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, period. We're better than the best, period. What else we got there, Silver? Get ready for dislike, by the way.
If you don't see me for the Rumble reaction, you'll know what happened.
Yeah. Silver, tell me you didn't just say that.
I did just say you look like a mole from the southern states. I did say you look like a reject from Brownsville.
What Silver's saying is, I'm coming for you.
I did say that I was coming for those booty cheeks. And I did say from the bottom of my heart of hearts,
Mm-hmm.
why am I black?
Yeah, and also, as Brock Lesnar said to Heath Slater that one time, fuck your kids. That's specifically to FH. Not HK, because I don't know if HK got kids. But FH, yeah, fuck your kids. But yeah.
If he, all jokes aside, if he does, I hope everyone's doing well. So our level prediction video.
Oh no.
Me and Pika are gonna shut the hell up, and Pete's gonna give his predictions for the men's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I think is going to start the match off, the two people are going to start, could be, I like to see a return. So who's to say that maybe that we see Grand Americano, Kaiser versus maybe Chad Gable's Grand Americano to start off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they did say Chad is able to return. He's cleared.
That is true.
As far as I'm glad people, before I get to the surprise returns though, I'm glad that you guys brought up like to the final four though, because my final four, here's how I think it's gonna be though. It's gonna be one is gonna be a return that's gonna be in the final four. I think the final four is gonna be based on how they're building it, would be Cody, Roman, LA Knight, and Braun Breaker. Those
Let's go. Let's go.
As far as as elimination wise, who's going out first? I would think. First of all, I mean, again, I don't see Cody winning it, so I can see Cody going out first, followed by, and this is hard. I mean, I can see Cody first, then Roman, and I think we're gonna see something like a scene, like I mean, that Cena Batista thing in a way because Batista was older than Cena, but this is gonna be weird. But I want to say LA Knight winning the Rumble and eliminating Breaker. And why I say that because I can see him returning. I can see him returning and then win the Rumble. And I can also see a potential tension and friction between the Vision. Because if you watched closely on Monday night, notice how Logan Paul was like saying, "I think we should all try to help Braun win it. Watch him be the one to fuck him over."
Because he isn't.
Breaker not winning the Rumble.
Wow. I'm sorry, Silver. Goddamn. Who do you think is gonna get the most eliminations?
As far as most eliminations, tough call. There's a lot of people that I think that are gonna get it though. Trying to think who would be. Probably by default, Brock.
Yeah.
As far as returns, I have three names in mind. Like I said, LA Knight's one of them.
Yep.
I don't think they confirmed it or not, but did they confirm Obafemi?
I believe so.
Yes.
Okay, never forget him. Then I'm gonna say Brock because they never confirmed Brock. Brock, Jericho. So we're still gonna see a couple of NXT guys, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see like Ricky Saints or like Ethan Page in there.
Hell yeah! You said that Silver, so you said wouldn't mind. Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
There was another name I was who like I could see potentially like just jumping in for like a return though. Another person I could see in the Rumble too, based on rumors as well. Debuting AEW's formerly Powerhouse Hobbs, aka Royce something.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, what do you think of Edge returning?
I don't know. I think he's.
You cut out, and you're no longer able to be heard, Pika.
What? You can't hear me?
Okay, now I hear you.
How about now?
I do.
Okay, I was about to say.
But you did cut out as you were talking.
Yeah,
and then you went silent.
I think you heard what I said. I said, what are your thoughts on Edge returning? And
no, I heard that, but I think he's still with AEW. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, because I feel like his contract expired October, right?
No, December, if anything.
Okay. Because you watch AEW, like he's not on TV, right? Like he's done, right?
And
Like
the question becomes, how long is his no compete clause?
It's been well past 90 days since he said he was done, from what I saw from the segment.
No,
Yeah. But you know what I'm talking about, right, Pete? Like, didn't like Edge give his notice and then he left?
Like a contract expiration, right?
Right, but I'm saying, did he have a segment on TV where like he
had a segment like on TV where he's like, I gotta go away for a while, something like that though. But he didn't specify why he was going away. But I think it was alluded that he was like, but they said it was between contract stuff, and they also said he was filming something too.
I wonder. Because okay, and this is another thing I want to bring up too with the Jericho thing. Silver saying it's like a shoo-in, right? And I would want it to be a shoo-in, right? But like, P, he's still on the AEW website, right?
No, I don't believe he is.
Jericho's not on the AEW website anymore?
Let me check.
Yeah, check real quick. Yeah, because everybody just tell me he is, and then like that's what's gonna stop him from like showing up.
I'm gonna check right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
The official AEW roster.
Yeah.
Look under C right now. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's still here. He's still on here.
Yeah, but and the person that you're talking about that made the jump, right? Like he's not on, right? Like
you're talking about Hobbs?
Yeah.
They removed him from the site.
So that's the thing. Well, I don't understand because like Jericho supposedly his contract expired way before Hobbs, right? So it's like, why is Jericho still on the website but Hobbs they just removed eventually? Like,
good question.
So that's what makes it iffy. That like like I don't really think it's a shoe-in that we're gonna get Jericho, and that makes me sad. But with Edge, I feel like Edge, like, is he still too, or did they remove him off too?
I have no idea.
Yeah, because I know Christian's on there, so like that, like no offense to sorry, but like goddamn, well, who knows? Maybe his shit.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Yeah, because I think his shit might be gone, but I don't know.
So they're saying I just typed that is Adam Copeland still with AEW? It says yes, he's still with AEW as of early 2026.
As of early 2026. So what they tacked on fucking like injury time?
I guess so. I mean, because remember he did that thing where he jumped and then broke his leg.
Oh my God, it's over. No way.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No, because you know how crazy that pop will be in Saudi. Like nobody who thinks Andrew's gonna show up. That's what would make it crazy when he does.
Here's what it says though. Hiatus details. It says reports in late 2025 indicate that he was on hiatus due to acting commitments for the Percy Jackson and the Olympic series to recover from injuries, with the expectation to return from AEW television early 2026. As far as contract goes, it says while there are rumors of his contract status in late 2025, he has been actively involved in AEW since 2023. As far as return status, it says suggested he could return by January 1st, which obviously is way past.
Never happened. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, I think he's gone. And they just
no, it's there. Despite rumors regarding his future, he has remained part of the AEW roster.
Okay. No, I think but this is the thing though, because if he would have re-signed, we would have known that. So I think that they tacked like time on this shit because of the injury, which is fucking stupid because like Tony's the one who agreed for him to do that shit. So basically, he's doing like the Phoenix thing with him.
Fair enough.
Wow. So anyways, that would be really cool, but like obviously not to be expected. But the Jericho one is expected, but that's what's bothering me because it's like they said his contract expired by the end of December. Like January 1st, he's a free agent, but we didn't. Huh?
Because to be fair, though, I really don't mean as much as I love Adam Copeland. I'm a fan of his work, though. I mean, I really don't want to see him come back. I think he had a great, send off when he had that match with Sheamus.
No, I know he did, but I feel like he got one last run.
He did.
And even if he doesn't have one last run, wouldn't you want him to have like the thing that Cena had, like a whole retirement tour for Edge? Like I think like that alone, like it doesn't even need to be a full year. It could be like a half year, like retirement. That would be really cool. Because take it in, when Jericho comes back, isn't that what they're gonna do with him? Like give him like a whole like retirement like send off.
Oh, they're gonna kiss his ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, and he's gonna have all these phenomenal matches. And the thing is, like, I hate to mention this shit, but like, yeah, if Jericho does come, he is a likely winner to win that Rumble. And when he wins that Rumble, we know who he's facing at WrestleMania. They're gonna do it again. And I know Silver's gonna have a yeah, and I know Silver's gonna have a tear in his eye because it's gonna be like, holy crap, it's all this time and they're still doing it. And Jericho's first line to Punk.
I'll have to give a bigger tear in my eye when Punk whoops his ass once again.
No, but hold on.
One thing that Silver's gonna appreciate though, in regards to Jericho though, that if it makes him feel any better, that whole feud he had with Triple H when he was the undisputed champion was basically a feud centered around Stephanie and Triple H rather than Jericho as champion. So basically, he was just used to help promote Stephanie and Triple H's feud, as opposed to him being a champion back in 2002.
True.
So
True.
Yeah.
True, but I'll say that the best usage of Jericho was his WrestleMania match against Christian. I forgot what year that was, but like when
2004.
Yeah, when they were fighting over, I think it was Trish, right?
2004.
Who were they fighting over?
Trish Stratus, 2004.
Yeah, that was going. That was going. Yeah, because who got turned on? It was Christian, right? He got turned on, right? What? Or was it Jericho? Somebody got turned on by Trish. I forgot. Trish was like, I only want to be with the real Canadian. And I think Jericho might have not been the real Canadian. Like, he might have got fucked. Oh, man. But no, like, yeah, so one thing I want to mention about Jericho real quick is, like, everybody expected him to be on that Raw Netflix debut. He wasn't. We all thought, like, oh, he wasn't because they're saving him for the Rumble. But maybe there's something going on that we don't know. You know, so that's the thing. Like, I'm worried that, like, I'm like, oh, are they just waiting until he just shows up with WWE and then just take him off the website? Because maybe, like, Jericho's doing something where he's, like, playing both sides. He's like, oh, I might resign. Da, 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 like, you know, like, in good faith. And then he just does the, you know, the switch, or I don't know. And another thing I want to mention, too, hopefully AJ doesn't retire. Because if Jericho immediately comes back tonight where AJ could potentially retire, it's like, we're not getting that Y2 AJ one last time. Because I know that would have a tear in Silver's eye, too.
Next scenario where Jericho gets his ass kicked will put a tear in my eye.
Yeah, listen. You're Jericho in canon when it comes to NCWF. AJ is killer, man. Why can't y'all just be friends, man? Like, what's going on here?
Because that man never put me over.
He was number 2. I told this man.
He understood the assignment. He just never wanted to do it.
But listen. I told that man multiple times in like HR meetings. I'm like, bro, you want a pay raise? Just let Silver win. And he's like, yeah, I'm not letting Silver.
I don't give a fuck about them.
He's like, I'm not letting. Like, he told me I live for the fight. If Silver can't bring the fight to my level, like, there's no way I'm letting this guy win.
Hey,
like, wow. No, but he gave me the Oz treatment, but like lesser. Like, I don't like that shit, man. Oh hell no.
He gave me the odds treatment because he was that much of a better player than I was. Look at this.
Yeah, that, and also he does produce good matches. Like, whether you can beat a Killer at all. Like, was there one bad match you ever had with Killer? Like, no. All
right. The first match with him.
In what game?
Whatever the first match between me and Killer was, whatever game that was in.
Well, you tell me you didn't
20 or 19, somewhere around there.
Damn. You had to be Alistair.
You
were Alistair, right?
He basically beat me really quick.
Yeah, you were Alistair and he was AJ, right? And he beat you really quick, right?
Yeah. Something like that.
But how much of that was just like your kickouts were bad at that stage? Like, you weren't.
I mean, that's exactly what it was, but it doesn't.
I told that man to slow it down, and he said no. I only run full throttle. He says, I'm like, bruh, you know, Silver's like double your age. Stop with this bullshit. Like, he said, I'm putting Silver over if it's only a career-threatening match. I said, I cannot book Silver in a career-threatening. He's never gonna forgive me. All jokes aside, though, I know
You
Killer.
know what? You're correct.
No, because then I know if it's a career-threatening match, you get mad about it. You'll do it, and you'll be like, okay, I gotta prove some of this to Pika, and it'll let fire up your ass, and you'll probably win because of your sheer determination, but yeah. That being said, though,
that's not to say I never fought with determination against Killer. He was just always the better player.
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
But never have I ever taken anything away from that man.
Yeah. That's a bona fide Hall of Fame.
I wasn't always his biggest fan.
No. Yeah. Well, who would you got your money on? Like if Killer in his prime and Easting in his prime, who's winning?
Probably Easting, just because that's.
Yo, Killer, I know you're watching this video.
His sig was that busted.
It was. The edge-o-matic shouldn't even be in a move in the game if it worked like that. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think just because of that alone.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, and you're not gonna like me saying it.
Yeah, that's it.
I think Easting in his prime was the slightly more intelligent player.
Oh no!
Because Easting was better at taking advantage of mistakes than Killer is.
Oh shit! We're learning some crazy shit. Like, I'm not gonna refute or deny that because I've seen Easting at his prime. That man, like,
that's not to say Killer can't do the exact same thing because he obviously can.
No, he definitely can because the thing about
Easting had the better tools.
Yeah, but this is the thing though. When we talk about resiliency, Killer has the better resiliency, right? Like, he's the one that you keep trying to like knock him down, but like he just gets back up, right?
I would actually put their resiliency about at the same level.
Even with all those
Easting had incredible kick out performances as well.
No, yeah, he has them.
Especially against you.
Yeah, especially against me. Like, he had me sweating. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm saying with Killer, it's like he had this whole like feud of Oz where he was just getting his ass whooped. Like, he was the silver in that scenario. His ass whooped. But he just kept getting up and fighting and kick it out. I'm like, I'm like,
no, like I said, I don't say this to like discredit Killer at all.
Nah.
I think the combination of the intelligence and Edge having the more broken moves.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Ultimately gives Prime Easting the edge over Prime Killer.
Yeah, no major moves by the way in his moveset. Like, his execution didn't have a major too, by the way. That's how good that man was. I told Zora, I'm like, yo, that execution gotta be the new glorious DDT. And he told me fuck off.
Yep.
That being said, though,
able to do that signature running.
Yeah, no, that's the thing though, because it worked like a better.
That spit point blank, just like the spear.
Yeah.
And it was basically irreversible.
Yeah, he was crazy too. He was pinning people off that too, right?
He was what?
He was pinning people off that too, right?
Yes. Then again, I can't say anything. I've pinned people off the enziguri.
I know, but the thing is, like, that edge-o-matic was like you're a broken version of the running code breaker and step up enziguri. Like, it's insane how broken that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But if Pete's done with all of his predictions, we can end the video.
I think so, but like, Pete, do you have any like final thoughts or anything you want to add on to the Royal Rumble show? Like, your thoughts and expectation, wants, any like final thoughts?
I just hope that this year is a much better improvement in WWE than it was last year. That's all I'm going to say. And that, that I just hope that last year was very disappointing year for WWE. Just in my humble opinion. I mean, just compared to the 2024, they had such a great year the previous year, and what a disappointment it was last year. And hopefully this year. I hope, guys, you know what? I mean, everyone could. I mean, not everyone, but like back in the day, like how they used to say Atari 26 was good, and then 52 was crap, and then 72 was it was like an upgrade. It was like pretty much like a upgraded one.
Yes.
I hope we're seeing similar to it. It's like 2024 was excellent, 2025 was garbage, and then 2026 would be like somewhat similar to 2024.
Yeah.
So
basically, like the the Wii U and then Switch and Switch 2,
Well, yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, basically. No, but I was like,
Wii U, Switch.
Yeah, that's a better one. Yeah, that's a better one. Yeah.
The
Wii was
Wii U
good.
was the console.
Yeah,
Not
I agree with that. No, the thing is, like, I agree with that order, but it's just the order that I said. But like, just switch the Wii U and the Switch. Right. So then it'll be like Switch, Wii U, and Switch 2. That's how I low-key feel what's going on with WWE.
okay.
Yeah. But with that being said, I even said it, Pete. The only true way we're gonna know how good the year is when we see who the winners are for the Rumbles. Because I said if Roman wins, that's how we know we got a bad year. If Cody wins, that's how we know we got a bad year. Like, those are the two people that cannot win that shit. But if they do, yeah, we this year scuff. Like, it doesn't even matter what happens with the women's, in my opinion. I feel like the women's just kind of like a freebie at this point, because you can't really go wrong with the women right now. But the men, that's the main event. So, and yeah, one thing I do want to mention, just logic wise, because a lot of people were like wondering, like, oh, your prediction was Oba to win it all, and you went all the way with him and gave him like a monster push and this and that. But why though? Because the thing is, like, he has history with Drew. Drew was the one that screwed his match with Cody at the Saturday Night's main event. They can just always come back to that. And it leads to like a really interesting WrestleMania match where you're like, oh, is Drew actually going to be like a transitional champion, or is he going to do what it takes to like defeat this guy after his monstrous performance at the Rumble? And the answer is no. He hits a Claymore, like, it's not enough. He no-sells the Claymore, hits him with the fall of grace, and it's like, holy crap, you just made a new star. But yeah, and I know a lot of people are going to like be in the comments or like in general because of this video being like, are you sure you're not giving this guy a little bit of too much, just off rip and this and that? And it's like, always, my saying when it comes to wrestling, always strike when the iron's hot. When the guy's the hottest, that's when you capitalize. You wait too long, you do these long trivial, like, finishing the story, or elongated storylines that Triple H is doing nowadays. Like, oh, someone's gonna get their just due. LA Knight's gonna get his just due. Glory comes for the people who wait. You wait too long, and then people are just not gonna care anymore. The fact that LA Knight's still over to this day is a testament of his character, not the book.
Yep.
And that's insane, because if it was anybody else, they would have been washed or they would have been released by now. The fact, like, it's crazy. So, like, LA Knight, like, I 100% agree with Pete saying that he needs it more than like a Sammy.
Yeah.
And AJ would be surprising, because this is a retirement year. So it's like, actually, matter of fact, this is his last Rumble. That's what I'm saying. He needs to.
Guys, think about this too. Who took out LA Knight though, and the guy who is going to be eliminated by LA Knight?
The guy who took him out. Bronson Reed and Logan Paul.
Wait, but didn't Braun Breaker also have some kind of part in that?
No, it was just
I stand corrected.
Yeah, no, because Braun Breaker, I think he was kicked out of the building or something. It was just them two. They just they put him through a table, and then they scenarios him on top of that's what I was telling Silver. Silver did not know, because he was making a spoof where he was like, when Joe Henry shows up in the Rumble, he interrupts LA Knight because LA Knight's cutting a promo saying da da da. But I told him, I'm like, when he comes back, he's coming back. He's a man of a mission. Like, he actually has like an assignment that he needs to capitalize on, which I will reiterate now again, because Pete Euros. What were you gonna say, Pete?
I was gonna say, if Joe, they just gotta keep Joe Henry away, far away from Brock Lesnar, because if he gets F5, he is very. There's no going back to that. He is damaged goods.
Well, if he gets F5 and gets eliminated, he's damaged goods.
Him get an RKO by Randy Orton would be something. Imagine him going fist to it for Brock. That's just a burial right there.
But they're gonna cross paths, because Brock's gonna be like around the time that he comes in. Sadly. Like, I just see it. But I'm gonna say this though. So I coined a unique scenario where, like, Joe Henry's in a Rumble, and I Silver loved it, and I'm just gonna repeat it again, but I'm gonna give you the Cliff Note version. So basically, Joe Henry's gonna be a substitute to someone's spot that just doesn't show up. So like it's gonna be like 5, 4, 3. Yeah, let's say Rey Mysterio, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He doesn't show up, and then the camera pans to like a gorilla. You see Triple H panicking, and everybody panicking, like, oh, who's gonna be the one to fill the spot? Because we don't got actual speed, we don't got no celebrities. Like, what's going on here? And then Triple H like, damn it, like I have no choice, but I'm gonna try this out because I want to see if it works. Joe Henry, and then he just shows up. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
It would be, yeah.
Yeah. And then the scenario that I painted, which is like the WWE comedy route, is like if it ain't Rey Mysterio that the spot that he took, then it's the R-Truth. And then R2 shows up like randomly and says, "Okay, I'm ready to enter the da da da." And he's like, "No, your spot was taken by Joe Hendry." And R2's like, "What do you mean? I was trying to look for the Money in the Bank the whole time." If they do that, I say, especially if it's the Money in the Bank, say something. I'll say the King of the Ring. Don't say money. Don't piss me. But yeah, that's the ideal scenario I see, which would be hilarious. And and then yeah, Joe Hendry, I see him maybe getting 1 or 2 eliminations before he gets eliminated. It's just like I don't see him having a good run as much as I want him to have a good run. But the thing is, as long as he's on NXT, he's just gonna be a surprise NXT name, So it doesn't really hurt him until he goes to the main roster. So yeah. Oh, and I mentioned this too, because you were asleep, Pete. The first 2 people I said for the Rumble should be Carmelo Hayes and Ilya Dragunov, because you put more spotlight to the young talent than the whole not IC, but the U.S. title open challenge thing. So those are like one of my 2.
It would be interesting also to see a babyface Carmelo Hayes encounter a heel Trick Williams.
You know it's gonna happen. Like Trick Williams are probably gonna be like either 4 or 5 or 7 or some bullshit, and they're gonna cross paths. I don't know if they're gonna work together, like the Trick Mello gang, but I think Trick is gonna be like, "Oh, we're a team before. Let's work together, beat Dragunov," and Ilya is gonna be like, "What?" And then both Carmelo and Ilya would just beat up Trick. Like that's probably gonna happen. But yeah, there's a lot of crazy scenarios. I said Oba's gonna, because me and Silver we talked about the most eliminations. So the number is 13 eliminations. So if somebody gets 14 eliminations,
tied by Brock Lesnar and Braun Strowman.
Right. Braun Strowman from the Greatest Royal Rumble, and then Roman for like what you said, 2018.
Yeah.
24. Yeah, okay, yeah, 2018. God damn, they really gave that man 20. Damn, bro. Because I remember that was the Rumble that Shinsuke won. They really gave him that. That's fucking crazy. But yeah. So I just reiterate just for the viewers one last time. It's like the feel good moments, the Sammys, the AJs, the Breaker, Oba, shit, like what name I'm missing? LA Knight. These are the people we want to see win the Rumble. You literally, I'm mentioning all these names, and you can't go wrong with them. Like we're gonna feel bad about the other people that didn't make the cut, this and that, but at the end of the day, it's like you gave the winner to the right person that like is hot at the moment. So, and I think LA Knight's the ultimate one that you got to give it to because he has the ultimate storyline. But if you give it to Oba and you push him to the moon, we're not gonna complain about that. But with that being said, take it home, Silver.
Thank you, Pete, for coming back.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Claude, for joining us on part 2.
Hell yeah.
The Sora for joining us for part 1.
And thank you, Pyre, for joining us in spirit.
Thank you, Patty, for joining us and reminding us.
And also another thing too, so you don't forget, like, yeah, and before you forget, like, Silver did definitely call you out, HK. Like, we're definitely doing this tag match. Like, I'm being dead ass.
No, we're not.
And also, Silver didn't mean
fatal 4-way. God damn it!
It's definitely gonna be a fatal 4 at this point.
I'm all 3 of you.
I'm just telling you ahead of time. If we get jump Silver, them's fighting words. Like, I'm swinging my dick out. We going crazy, man.
Exactly. We're going wood chop. We're going wood chopping like motherfuckers.
Yeah. Like you know how like when I was like, oh, like what character you playing, Silver, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna test the breaker deck. Like if you test the breaker deck, I respect that shit. Because he got a nasty spirit. Like I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, man, thank y'all for watching.
Like.